I think we're live. Kizzy, I think we're live. I think we are fucking live. All I gotta see is this thing say that I'm not hosting biscuits anymore. And we're fucking good. That's it. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Damn, get hit with the sock passe. What is up? What is up? We're gonna keep it real casual right now. Holy shit. Kizzy, man, what's up?
What's going on, bro?
I'm gonna tweet real quick.
Same here.
Real quick. Just get that going.
Let's get that blood flowing.
Oh, you can't see that. You can't, oh no, stream can't see that. You can't see that. Where's Twitter? There we go. Probably should have Twitter open already, but whatever. Don't look at my Twitter feed. Holy shit. Gonna get a second monitor at some point. Alright, what is it? /war night. Oh, why don't I use your tag, like a dummy? What is Kiss Custom? That's probably like the first question. What the fuck is Kiss Custom?
You really want to know?
Yes!
It's a Gundam called Custom, like Custom 1.
Fuck. Yeah?
So I just put like the initials of my first name and I just put Custom on the side.
See, that wasn't that ridiculous of a story. What the fuck? Come through. Simple. Simple. I should have definitely 100% tweeted a picture of you. A funny picture of you.
Oh man, how many do you have?
0. But I could get some. I could get some for sure. Is there like a Nah, I'll leave it. Oh, there is a talk show one. I should use that. I'll use that today. Talk show is definitely not called sound test. I think. See, I forgot to do this really important thing. Where I title the stream and all that shit, the important stuff. No, that takes like 2 seconds. If I recall correctly, it should be what, number 78? Yep. Whoa, there we go. Update. Of course, it's in English. And what up?
What up? You good?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Hey, it's a lot to hear.
Like I was trying to say before, I was thinking about, like before the stream, I was thinking about what should I put for you. What video should I put for you to be available? I didn't spend too much time thinking about it. Because there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. You do a lot of stuff. You're out there. You're playing.
It's very hard. I wouldn't even know, to be honest. I mean, I try to bounce off from a lot of things, so I'm always active, you know. I try to stay active.
That's good. Yeah, this year was. I feel like this year was pretty good for you.
Yeah, man. I think it was like at the right time. It was like that right time year. You know what I mean? And I just feel like all the puzzles like aligned.
All the puzzles? All the stars?
All the stars, bro.
All the stars?
All the puzzle pieces, bro.
What was it? Was it February? Was it March? What happened? You won something. Oh, you won Texas Showdown, right? That was April.
Nah. Yeah, the first one was Northwest Majors.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. You won Northwest Majors, and then you won Texas Showdown? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
you got second at Texas Showdown.
And NCR.
And NCR. Ooh, we had a crazy year. At least start of the year.
Yeah, like start of the year was like, I guess, prime time.
You know what's kind of crazy? Like, so you see how I kind of had problems remembering that, even though it's kind of important? Like, that's you. Like, that was like breakout, taking shit for the first time, BB guilty year. But because like it was all like let's say if I have a schedule, right? It's everything on it's all stuff on East Coast or like no further than say Illinois or something west. But there's all this stuff like depending on where you live, the events you pay attention to are a lot different. Like you're tearing it up on West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like most of the big events happen. You know, like Anime Ascension and Anime Ascension. You know, all those events was just like flying at me. You know what I mean? I was just like, let's go. I got a lot to prove. I got a lot of it to do it with. So it was really good that happened.
Yeah, that's but damn, like what fucking that's crazy. What happened? Like because
like how all this started?
I mean, if you want to go there, I was just gonna be like, I remember last year, I remember playing a final round in the room or something, and you were like, yeah, like it's really cool. I like how you're always grinding, trying to get better. I want to get better. I want to get better. And then like you got better. Like most people who say that, they don't really do shit. Like I don't like call people out and stuff, but like I mean, most people who enter tournaments, at least for a little while, have thoughts of like getting better. But then you were like. But then that happened pretty much, right? That was like 2016 March. I didn't see you. I didn't see you. I didn't see you, or I'd see you like occasionally. Like you went to see Otaku, like, for example, that year. But like whatever. And then all of a sudden, 2017, you're fucking going up and down West Coast.
2016. Like, 2016, you eliminated me in top 30. I think it was top 32. Yeah, you got it to top 15.
Yeah, I sent you the losers. I remember that.
Yeah, I got. So like. It was 2016. Was that type of year where I was like,
"Whoops, years! Holy shit!" Thanks for the ball. Keep going, sorry. No, that's me. That's definitely me. That shit.
No, that's good. What I was saying was, 2016 was like that year where I felt like I was like almost there, but I couldn't really show my true skill. Because I had like really like bad bracket luck, and so every time I wanted to like run into a matchup that I had that I know, I always ran into the opposite. So like I always run into matchups that I don't know. So I was like, man, how am I supposed to learn these matchups? So like I always do like decently well in casuals and whatnot, or like I would do well like casuals and then tournament I would do bad, and I always run into like problems that I just don't. Like I don't have like a solution for it. And like one day I just got mad. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like suck it up, and every single day I'm just gonna ask for games. And I'll like play for like 30, 40, 50 sets, study, and then like come back and just keep playing and like trying to like go over like the issues that I have and trying to work on them. And like I think what really triggered everything was like going to Frosties.
In 2017, this year.
2017, yeah.
Oh.
So Frosties was like that. Was that tournament that I got really mad. That was the first time I ever got mad. Like mad at a tournament. I was so mad. Like, so I lost to like Mr. K and losers. I mean winners. And I was just like, wow, I can't believe like I lost to Leo. I prepared for this match, and I was like, you know what? I might just go in. And I'm about to just like make sure that this person knows. That like my presence is like here, you know what I mean? Like that was my mindset. I want them to feel that I'm just not some guy that you can just like do all these things to me, and like I have to hold it. So I had like this very very like militant mindset. So I was just playing, and like it was just, I was just like strolling through Lucas. I ran into Manny, I beat Manny. Ran into like Sin Mirror, ran into beat Sin Mirror. I ran into Mr. K, and I was like. I'm really gonna like make sure that he knows how I felt in winners. That's what my mindset. I was like, I want him to suffer like I did because I couldn't really. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't really hear anything, so I was like running, like getting hit by Leo things, and I was I couldn't hear because there was no microphone. So when I played on stream, I made sure I turned it on blast, and I was like, I'm about to hear everything what's going on. I'm about to lock you out, and that was I succeeded. I won, so I was like, okay, cool. I get the rest and everything, and then I ran into Fu, and I was like, okay. Every time I asked him to play for a period of time, I couldn't really get games to like as long as I wanted.
Right.
If something always came up or anything. So I was like, hopefully I do well with the stuff I know.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he pulled out some stuff that I didn't know.
Of course.
So when I lost like that, I was like, you know what? I'm never going to lose like this ever again. I'm going to figure out how to stop this. I'm going to train. I'm going to make sure that like any gimmicks or anything like that, I'm going to find a solution, and I'm going to make them hate my character. That was my whole mindset.
Ooh, that was after Frosties.
That was after Frosties.
Uh-huh.
So then, Anime Ascension, I lost to Bears.
Right.
And I got mad about that too, because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna beat this character. I was like, you know what? I hate this character so much that I'm gonna figure out how to stop everything this character can do.
Oh, uh-oh.
That was my mindset.
Mm.
So and then I lost to Demundo, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna figure out how to stop Slayer.
Yep.
And I eventually
Kiss dog going in. He's just as mad as you are.
He's just as mad as me. He knows the hate.
He heard Chip just start barking.
Yeah, he started barking. So long story short, after that, after Anime Ascension, I was like, I really have to make sure like this don't happen again. Like,
right.
And then after that, I ran into Bears in Grand Finals.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that one game that I lost to, and I got extremely mad. I was like, this is not going to happen like Anime Ascension. And my mindset was just like try to like stop everything that was going on, and like pick up on these little patterns and everything like that, and also react to a lot of solutions that situations that's going on. So I was able to be a victor, and after that, I felt like chains was like broken. And I was like, I finally got my demon, and it wasn't because of the tournament. To be honest with you, I wasn't really happy I won the tournament. I was more happy that I overcame my demon, because I could beat him. So I was like, dude, I finally did it. I did it in long set, because I always lose to him in 2 out of 3, but in casuals I always did well, but I could never beat him in tournament. So I was like, I finally did it, and this is not finally, you know what I mean?
Finally.
So after that, I was like, all right, I want to make sure that I stay on fire. So I still was playing a lot of games, and ran into him at NCR Grand Finals. But I was in I was in losers because I lost to him in winners. So I was in losers again, and I overcame and I beat him. I was like, okay, so it wasn't a fluke. That was my mindset.
Right.
All right, so it wasn't a fluke.
Right.
And Texas Showdown, I think that was that was one of the hardest tournaments that, for me, was hardest tournament to win, because the players that I was playing with them all the time. That I pretty much had to run into Hamad, and then I had to run into Kid Viper. I had to play Kid Viper twice.
Right.
And playing that caliber player it could be.
It's rough.
It can be very, very stressful. And then I ran into Decline, and I really have a bad I had in casuals I always do bad against Decline, and I never understood why. I was like, man, why am I losing to he plays very, very simple. And I was like, man, why am I just getting hit by simple stuff? What is holding me back?
Do you think it's a style thing, or
Yeah, it's style. It was a certain style, and then I picked up a really, really bad habit that he has, and I realized, I was like, okay, then I could do this, because mirror matches kind of you figure out what can you take advantage of this player,
right?
Because you can't, nothing's really unique, in the mirror, but I went ahead and I took advantage of that one habit, and I went a whole 8 miles, and I was able to succeed, and I was very, very happy about that. I was like, man, that was another hard hurdle. I had very, very tough hurdles. Thinking about it.
I mean, speaking of mirrors, though, I'm really fucking bad at mirrors, right? At the start. I'm like legendary bad. I'm legendary bad at mirror. I always lose mirrors, especially when a new game comes out. I always fucking lose mirrors. I always lose mirrors because I don't know about you, but I do the thing where like I think they're going to do what I would do, and no one ever does, and then I just die. That's
the mindset I have, and that was the thing. That's why I said like I took advantage of a bad habit that I exploited, that's why I said I feel like the only reason why I won is because I went the whole run. Like I betted everything on that bad habit.
Right.
Like it was like that one little bad habit, and the simple I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The simplest bad habit that I like.
Decline. Listen up. Someone clip it for decline. Someone clip this for decline. He's about to learn something. What is it?
A lot of scenarios, he will always try to go for like he'll always go for like if he's like low on calories, he'll always go for like a calorie not a reset calorie, but more of like I'm just gonna keep going off and whatnot. And when I checked the throw, I was like, okay, he has no more calories. Then I'm able to do this option and keep doing this because he can't really eat, right? Mm-hmm. And like if he try to like eat, then I can like counter hit him and like maximum punish. And in every scenario that like he was in, I took advantage of it. It was like something very, very simple. I was like, okay, he likes doing this in this scenario, so I'm just gonna like wait for him to put me in that scenario and then counter him. Like I actually went out my way and waited. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait until like he gets low calories, and he's gonna try to move forward, and he's gonna try to like do like a block string, and I'm just gonna dead angle, and he's just not gonna play the game. And that was literally my whole game. So it's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, but you had BB and GG though to worry about too, though, right? Do you feel like so like a lot of people? I don't know. One of the things that comes up a lot, right? I'm sure you've heard this before. Like, do people ask you like, how do you play both? Like, especially in tournaments, like, how can you play GG and then have to play set in BB and like not try to tech throws with C or something? Like, you ever had that kind of thing?
Yeah, I had a lot of questions. I had a lot of people ask me that question.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Well, to answer pretty shortly, since I really like warm up my fingers and kind of like I kind of like warm up my hands before like I play multiple games and like get a feel of like how the character how I'm supposed to play my character and stuff like that. So I like when every time I play before I play in the tournament, I always do button checks because button checks is very important. You got like 30 seconds to figure out everything you need to know and what you need to do within that that time frame. So I mess with the controller. I dash, I mash throw, I overdrive, stuff like that. I can remember what to do. And then also another thing that's very, very beneficial is the character selections I play. They're very, very like solid characters. They're not really like complicated to a certain extent. They're complicated in terms of like technical combos and everything like that. But in terms of like game plan, it's very, very like basic. So like I'm not really like my whole objective is not to really overextend. So it's very hard for me to like kind of like mess up in one game when my whole objective is just to like frame trap and wait, right?
Right.
So if I have that mindset, like usually, carry on from multiple games, it's very easy. Now the only hard part of bouncing on those games is the spacing because Sin has more range than Jin. He plays in a further range than Jin, and Jin has to play like a little bit more of a mid range, like closer, right? But not too close. So like being in certain ranges, like it's hard if you don't warm up. Now if I'm warmed up, then it's okay.
That's pretty interesting. I never actually asked because I mean I'm about to go into another fucking tangent, but there are not so many successful in quotes fighting game players who play multiple games. They're probably like less than. There's definitely less than 30. How many? There's probably like 30, 20.
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. So it's not something you usually get to talk about with people. And you think of it totally different than me or your dog. Like you think of it really, really, really different. Like for me, it was always like what ended up happening. So when BB came out, this is like way backstory, but when BB came out, I was playing Melty, right? So once they started having BB at tournaments, when console came out at majors, I played Melty and BB, and I used to do what you said. Like I used to have to like warm up. Like if I had to go from Melty and then switch to BB, I'd have to like do a button check or something. But eventually what ended up happening is just like my brain. It feels like my brain has like different. Like I just treat the characters as different entities in my head, pretty much. So like there's no crossover to me. So like what you said about like Jin and Sin, wow, how they how they have to play in a certain range, and sometimes you have to be like, I gotta make sure I'm playing in Jin's range or in Sin's range. Like for me, if we're talking, especially like right now, let's say if we're talking about Marvel vs. Guilty Gear, right? Like to me, like Jetta and Rocket are just totally different entities than Milia. I know exactly what to do, and it's different than like the characters are just different to me. So I have no crossover in my head. Like I'm not trying to do bad moves with Jetta. And like I'm not trying to sit discs with Rocket, and like Milia doesn't have stand heavy kick. Like it's all separate. But that comes after a while. It's not like a natural thing that your brain wants to do. Your brain wants to cross the games over naturally. But what ends up happening is just like if you keep doing it, it just everything gets split up.
And I feel like that can kind of hinder you from performing well all the time.
You think so? I didn't think so.
Well, like, I'm talking about Well, the only reason why I say that is because there's always like you run into those specialist players that like specialize in their game. For example, like SKD, right? Yeah. And sometimes like not like trying to not be traditional can like can make you sometimes make a bad mistake here and there. I'm not saying that it's bad all the time, but I'm just saying like in certain scenarios, it's very hard to like use that what you learn from here to go on from this direction or whatnot. But,
no, that's not what I'm saying. Like it's just like to me, like imagine like I don't know. Like if I was a car, I guess this is going to be a really shitty metaphor, but if I was a car, there's like a Milia exit. There's like a Milia exit where all it is Milia, and there's like a Lychee exit where all there is Lychee, and there's like a Mitsuru exit where all it is Milia. Like not Milia, Mitsuru. Wow, see, I'm getting fucked. Like it's just totally. When I'm playing, especially what I'm saying is when I'm playing, if I have to switch immediately, from one game to another, the way my head works now is that the characters are just like it's just separate. I'm playing Guilty Gear right now. I'm playing BlazBlue right now. As opposed to before, and I think everyone has this problem where you have to switch right away. You're like 80% okay, but like I said, you'll try to tech throws in BlazBlue with like forward C or something like that.
I definitely had that time. That's why I said like button checking.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not something that people talk about. It's not like a common thing. This is like I said, I don't think there's that many examples of people who play like multiple stuff. Yeah, you got like that's a good point in the chat too. I think a lot of like people like Dogoro and Tokido and stuff who play like mad games is all the same shit to them.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, there really is not a lot of people in that. There's like a small group of people considering how many people play fighting games, which I guess is not.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised.
Yeah,
like I said, not many of them are very successful, and I don't know like why is it so low? You know what I mean? Like. Right, maybe it's training resume. Like I don't understand why.
Nah, it's not that hard to think about. Like first of all, I mean, there's only a few mainstream games, right? And you can just play the one game, mostly.
True.
Like if it's something like, for example, if you're like a BlazBlue player and you have one of those things where like BBCS EX was out. And then Persona came out, and no one plays BlazBlue. What are you supposed to do? Are you gonna keep playing BlazBlue, and there's no one to play BlazBlue? You're gonna find another game to play, or you're just gonna stop playing?
I just find what.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Not many can really do that, And it's very hard to really find like in like games like Blaze Blue. It's very hard to find games like because like, you know the online connection can be very suspect.
Yeah, it really depends. Yeah,
it's all depending of like who you play. And, like, do you have like a tight scene or anything like that? But like, it's very hard to like very good in that game. That's actually the hardest game to be good at because you can't find any matches. You know what I mean? Like, that's hard. Rather than like Guilty Gear, it's easy to find matches.
Decently, it's not hard at least.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
No, it's not hard. I would say. Maybe you play on PSN, it's kind of hard, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I can relate.
Signed up to that, right? But it's very interesting. You know, I've seen a couple of players that do decently well playing 2 games. You know, but it's always like it's like kind of like one tournament they the next tournament they don't, but they do well in the other tournament, like the other game.
Oh yeah, the simultaneous like showing up somewhere and winning multiple is definitely rare. That's definitely not common at all. That's like that has to be like 15 people or less, I think.
Yeah, at least
not 15. A lot of people. There's not a lot of people. I talked about that with Flux before. We were just like, how many people like have that on deck? Because it's really not a lot. And probably like the cool thing about Flux is he's like a really rare example of like crossing lines because it's like Capcom and anime. Like there's barely anybody in that club. That's tiny.
I think that's really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really hard to compete in Street Fighter, man, and then bounce to anime. I think that was the hard. I think that was like the real hardest one to do.
The Street Fighter? You playing Street Fighter 5?
I was playing 4 and 5.
Oh, 4. Who's your FGC dad, Kizzy? Let's talk about that tweet. Who's your FGC dad?
Super Effects.
Super Effects.
Yep.
AKA Paul. He's cool.
Yeah, he's definitely the father figure in the FGC for me.
Do you have FGC children? Yeah.
Children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a big ass family. I have a big ass fighting game family.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't think anybody want to be my daughter.
It's not about wanting though. It just happens. It's just like
it's
just like real life. It just happens.
It's just like, oops, wake up. You're just like,
yeah, you're just like, damn, this fucking happened. It's true. It's true.
I don't have any.
You don't have any FGC kids yet? I guess not. You don't have any? Are you sure? You have no children?
Let me think about it. You know, it's funny. There's nobody that really like comes to me for anything. Nah. I think I'm a single man, dude. No kids.
No kids.
Yeah. Gotta pay no child.
Jesus.
I'm a free man. I'm a freeman. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm a freeman.
If you don't have any FGC kids, but you have an FGC dad, are you an 09er? I'm trying to figure this out. Are you an 09er? I want to get deep. 09er.
05.
11. 05. What? Yeah. Oh, you're probably. So is it like? Yeah, I played fighting games at 05, but I didn't really play until. Is it one of those? Like I don't. That's what is that? Well, I started after you then, technically.
Yeah, you started way after me.
07?
Wait. So my first tournament. Okay, I started playing serious like in my own world serious in 05.
Okay.
But I went to like my first tournament at like 07, 08.
Okay.
And I got my back blown out. I was like, I need to reevaluate myself. I'm not. So after that, literally it's just been like an online monster, and just playing a lot. And then I started coming back out. I came back out around like cross Tekken area, and then I came back out around like AE, and then I blew up like around like Ultra time, and that was when like Blaze Blue, what was it, CP 1.1 was out.
Yeah, I think the first time I heard about you was right when because you got CF Arcade early. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. So it was when you played Jonah in a tournament, and like you popped off mad hard when you beat him. Everyone's talking about that. They're like, oh, like this tournament happened, and some guy named Kizzy K won. I was like, who the fuck is Kizzy K? I was like, who does he play? He was like, he plays Jin. I was like, well, I remember thinking, I was like, Jonah Valkenheim lost to a Jin player. Like something is wrong. Like that. I feel like that should not happen.
So you remember how I told you that I be getting into like those phases where like when I lose, I be like, you know what, I'm going to figure out how to so there was this time where like every time like I start doing well against Valkenheim, I feel like I'm like, okay, like I'm feeling it. I want to keep playing more. Nobody always like, I guess nobody has to nobody wants to play like long sets, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess people want to go out and do whatever they want to do, right? But I always want to play. So like every time I'm starting to get like the hang of it. It's like, oh, I'm tired. You know, I want to take a break. I'm just like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna get you. Like when you're like, I'm gonna get you in tournament because you know, obviously casuals don't really mean much to you as it did for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get you. And I told him before I beat him in the arcade. I was like, well, your time is coming.
Your time.
I told him, I was like, your time is coming. And like, what happened was I went to the tournament, and I was like, you know what? I think today is the day where I eliminate him, and I did. So, very happy about that. And the only reason why I popped off really is because that was like way before I started doing well in tournaments and everything. Mm-hmm. But like I said, overcoming. Like finally, right? Like,
no,
like
I
finally.
know exactly how you feel. Trust me, dude. I know exactly how you feel.
But after that day, you know, I realized that like, you know, I shouldn't have really popped off, but I was too excited. So like, I think that was the only time I ever popped off from any card.
Really?
That was my only time.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
You're a nice guy.
Yeah.
You're nicer than me.
I like I said, the only reason why I popped off was because I was like, you know what, like dealing with this, you know what, you know, I finally overcoming it. It's like, you know, you got to hold that. You know what I mean? That was my mindset.
No, that's. I mean, hey. Sometimes it's just fucking into you. The pop off is just into you. It's just deep. You're all excited and shit. Like, I don't normally even pop off on people. It's usually just because, like, the crowd's always against me and stuff. So usually it's like, I end up yelling at them, and then I shake the other guy's hand. I'm like, oh, good game. That was good.
Well, I mean, the mindset I was having was like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of the same person winning all the time. It's time for somebody else to claim the throne. That was the mindset at that moment.
05, and no FGC kids keeping it wrapped up. It's crazy. I'm gonna ask everyone that. I'm gonna ask everyone who comes here on that.
I don't know how. Like I said,
I have so many children. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I talk to a lot of people, and like they ask me for like little advice and everything. But I guess like around, they were all like way older. So like it was I couldn't like claim a 40-year-old, you know, or 30.
I mean, it's not about age. It's not about age in this case.
But I'm saying, like, you know, but I mean, I learned from them, so like, it's very hard. You know, like, you know, that 40-year-old man is my seat.
That's so rare. That's so rare. I can't. I'm trying to think. I don't. Oh no, I do have. I have someone who's older than me. That's my FGC son. Though.
That's godlike.
It's true. I told you I have a lot of children. I have a lot of children. I don't know what I've been doing. What you're doing that I'm not, because like I have all these fucking kids just running around. No one actually asked me when I mean I know I was the one who asked, but no one was like, "What about you?" So, whoops. Yeah.
I guess they forgot, right?
They forgot. No, but I mean I wasn't trying to. I was posing the question. It was kind of interesting to look at too, because some people like say like they're legitimate FGC dad or mom, so you're like, "Oh, it's Paul." Like this person, right? But other people were like, Maximilian's my FGC dad. And I'm like, Maximilian's probably not your FGC dad. Probably not your FGC dad.
I mean, me, Paul, and Monique, we go way back.
Word.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know our background. It's a very like deep background.
It's Kizzy lore. Jesus.
Yeah, those guys mean so much for me. Mean so much to me.
What is an FGC dad? I think okay. What is an FGC dad? Your FGC dad or your competitive gaming dad? That's a reasonable question I'll actually respond to. Like it's partly it's who raised you. It's who raised you in fighting games or competitive gaming in general. Basically your mentor. It's not the person who brings you in necessarily, because you kind of make that choice on your own to do that. You know what I mean? So it's like the person who came in really early and like mentored you and like helped you out with like playing and stuff. So that's why when people were in my mentions like Maximilian is my dad or like Aris is my dad, I'm like, I don't know about them. I don't think it's them.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people really didn't understand the question.
Yeah, but I also didn't explain it that much. That's part of it. Because I wanted people's natural responses. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I think a couple people said Paul. By the way, it's not just you. Paul has a seat out there, out in the streets.
Paul need to calm down. So me, Paul, Monique, we go way back. Pretty much those kind of like the roots of like how I started like having this competitive mindset and like growing. So I had to grow because I tell you what, I'm gonna be real with you. Like I went to their house like almost every Friday. Well, not almost every Friday. Every Friday that the door was open, I was there. And I kid you not, I used to go out there and lose for like 4 hours. I'm talking about lose. Like, I go out there to lose. I lost for like 4 hours against Nerd Josh, Mecca McGriver, Tasty Steve, Paul when he played. And he was like, you know what, I want to play. I lost to him. I just lost to like all these people. And all I did is like
what is this? What is this?
This is Paul's and Monique's house.
No, when, not where. When? Just curious.
When?
When in the Kizzy lore?
This was like 2013.
Okay.
Like the end of 2013, 2014. Yeah. So I've been really like going over there and just kind of like trying to like, of course, like level up, right? So every time I was over there, I'll lose. I talk to Monique and Paul, and like, yeah, man, I'm really trying to push forward. And I go out there and I say the same thing like every Friday. I'm really trying to like push hard. I'm really trying. It becomes like a broken record. I think. So like to finally see progression, it's like it's very, very good.
It's really rewarding.
Yeah, and without them, if they would have never opened the house for me, I would have never got to where I'm at today.
Shout out to Super FX.
Yeah, shout out.
He's not here obviously, but shout out to damn. The Kizzy lore, your FGC dad. My FGC dad is actually my FGC dad will never be happy with how I do because I'm never good enough. My FGC dad is high caliber. Yeah, my FGC / Esports dad it will never be good enough for him. He just at Canada Cup, so we were at the after party, and he walks by and he goes, yo, every time I see you, I think about like when I used to come to your house and just beat you for like 7 hours straight and then go home. And I was like, yeah. He's like, it's pretty funny. And I was like, yeah, it is. He's like, did you win today? I was like, I got third. And he just shook his head and I walked away. And I was like, damn. I was like, thanks, Dad.
That's the worst. It's like I disappointed you, man.
I remember once too, I ran into him after not seeing him for like 2 years, right? I'm keeping everyone on edge. Who is this person? But it was like a couple years. I haven't seen him for a couple years. It was like probably like a year after Persona or so. And he goes, hey, Dan, it's been a while. And I was like, yeah, what's up? He's like, I watched you at Evo last year. And I was like, cool, man, thanks. He's like, you lost. And I was like, yeah. He was like, why? I was like, shit. I was like, you just beat me. He was like, but no. And I was like, you didn't fucking win either. Like, don't get on my case. Like, I outplaced you. And he was like, doesn't matter. And he just walked away. I was like, fuck, man. My FGC dad.
It was that deep?
He's in there. He's in there. My real FGC dad / esports dad is too serious. People who know me really well know who this person is. That'd be a nice guessing game. That'd be a nice guessing game. It's not an easy guess. I have to say esports dad to be fair, technically. Because I can't technically say FGC dad.
What game you play?
Smash Bros. Melee. I played Melee first, remember?
It's not D1.
No. I knew him, though. That was my boy.
Man. Esports, right?
Esports.
Nah, that's hard. That's too hard.
No, KDJ is not my FGC dad. He's my FGC friend. He's not my FGC dad. If you guess, I'd actually be legitimately surprised.
I don't think I could do it. That's kind of hard.
That's pretty hard.
I'm gonna try one more. It's not Leffen.
No, it's not. Leffen is after me. Leffen is after me. It's not a bad guess. Leffen is after me. He's not new, but he's not like old.
It's kind of like where I'm at, right?
Yeah, something like that. A little bit before, like when the game came back. When the game came back, he was like there. He was like ready to go. Some OG Jersey Smasher. You're getting close. M2K. Someone said it. Yeah, that's my dad.
M2K.
That's nice. My dad. That's my dad. He's never happy. That's my dad.
Sounds like a pretty good father, man.
I got some good children out there. I got SKD. That's one of my children. Lich is one of my kids. Who else? Grover is one of my kids. I got some good kids out there. We got Doompa is one of my kids. Doompa is one of my kids for 100%. Who else? Jimmy was. So I don't think you know Jimmy, but it's a friend of mine from college. Jimmy, if you're like Northeast FGC, anime FGC, you know Jimmy, right? So Jimmy was like, so first of all, from what we were talking about before, he's like 2 years older than me. So there's that, which makes it funny. And then also he's like, I'm sorry I disappointed you, Dad. I never did anything good. I'm like the worst kid. And I was like, fuck, no, Jimmy, no. I love all my children.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, he said on Twitter, he's like, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Dad. He's like, my FGC dad is you. I'm sorry I disappointed you, Dad. And I was like, fuck.
What are you supposed to say after that?
It's mad funny. No, I just laughed. I thought it was really funny. But the LK children line of children goes deep. I got a bunch of kids out there. LPT in the chat called me his FGC dad. I didn't even know I had him. Look at that. Seeds everywhere.
Godlike.
That's ridiculous.
That's great. He's out in California.
Yeah, he's out in California now.
You have a little Californian out there, man.
Yeah, man, he's out there.
You gotta chill out, man.
I don't. You know? Yeah, I mean, at this
point, you gotta calm down, dude. You gotta hang it up, bro.
No, I think it's a good thing to have a lot of kids, a lot of FGC kids. Am I granddad yet? I don't think so. No. Am I?
You're definitely granddad. I'm pretty
Some
sure
of those kids have kids of their own.
I'm pretty sure Skid has kids.
Skid has kids?
I'm pretty sure he does.
Do you think so? Who would SKD's kid be?
Huh.
See, if you have to think about it, then it's not true.
Flux.
Flux is not SKD's kid.
For BB?
It doesn't work that. No, it doesn't work that way. That's not how it works. You don't have parents for different games. You have one parent. You just have one.
One?
You just have one parent. That's it.
Damn.
You have a dad or a mom. You could have a mom and dad, but technically you don't have like your BB dad and your Guilty Gear dad. You just have dad.
Do that, okay.
So Flux does not just randomly have SKD as his BB dad, and then like some other Marvel person from Rochester, New York, or whatever, as his Marvel dad.
We try to keep the family strong.
Tight. You gotta keep it tight. You gotta keep it tight.
We try to branch out.
That's not how that works. SKD. Do you think? Okay.
I don't know.
Stream says SKD has Necro, but Do you think SKD claims Necro as his son though?
Definitely.
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 Definitely. I'm gonna ask him when he comes. That's gonna be the question I ask everybody who comes to the stream. I think I'd ask, who is your FGC dad, and who are your children?
You should definitely ask Necro, and then ask the kid.
Yeah. I'll ask everyone a question. That's an important question.
That's actually a deep question.
I think it gets crazy when you have kids you don't realize you have.
Yeah, because it's like, oh man, like I still got it, right?
I still got it. We out here working. We out here working. You don't even know.
I still got it. That's pretty funny.
No, that's important. That's important. That's why I was so surprised when you're like, I have no children. I was like, you have no children?
I don't know who claims me. I don't think nobody wants to be my son, dude.
That's gonna be. We gotta be the. I mean, first of all, it's not about. It's just like life. You don't pick who you're. I mean, you kind of do, but not really. You know, you don't pick. It just happens.
I don't know,
it just happens. I gotta get it. Every time you start talking about this, when someone comes on, I gotta put on like a Maury video or like get a gif of just like you are the father or something. Just like loop that for like 20 minutes. Just real quick. Have that be a segment. That's like a segment right there. Who is your FGC dad and who are your kids?
We should definitely put when we do the outro for the stream. Definitely put who's the father. You are not the father.
You're not the father.
This week, you are not the father. Man, I don't know, dude.
Because you can't. Because the thing is, this is why you can only have one father, right? You can't segment because that wouldn't be fair. Because then I'd be able to segment like Juno would be my melty blood dad, and then Stickbug is like my anime dad. Like it doesn't work like that. You just have one dad.
One paw.
You just have one. You just have one. You can't. You don't just get reborn over and over. Like, you're just born one time. You're born one time and then you go out into the world. You know. You have that one person who imparts valuable knowledge on you, and then you go. You go. That's it. You can't just be a kid again. And then
you can't just relive what you
just reset. Like it's not fucking anime. You can't don't just go back. That'd be fucking nuts if you could do that. You have no children. This is what we got.
What would our anime be called? Like,
what would our if about
Maury no father?
Maury no father?
That'd be pretty good.
It would be really fucked up if the first anime we decided to make as black people was about dads. Like 100%. That would be so. That would be so much. That would be so much.
I think that would be hilarious. You know, I hate it, but I might just do it because it's such a good idea. So I'd be like in this limbo. If I want to do it or not, but most likely I'll probably do it.
Do what?
I definitely make that anime. I definitely would.
You did a good job. You have no fucking kids. I'm out here with all these goddamn kids.
Bro,
what are they even doing? I can't even say what are they even doing. I got some good kids. I'm not gonna lie. I got some good kids.
You know, it's dope to have like a little successor. So I'm actually jealous, man. You got mad successors, dude.
I got children out in the streets.
Yeah, you got Carl's, you got Rachel's, you got Narakami.
Narakami.
Come on, bro.
You got a bunch of lines.
What I got?
You gotta. I don't know. You can fix that. That's something you can do.
What should I tweet out? Looking for
looking for a FGC kid. It should happen naturally. Keep it organic. It should happen naturally.
Yo, hit me up.
You'll find an FGC kid. One day you'll be an FGC kid.
Yo, email me, DM me.
You know what you remind me of? So, I was watching. Remember, like last night, I was like, oh, I want to do sound test, right?
Right.
Last night, I was watching Combo Breaker BB like 2016, and I forgot I played Julian in the Winners Finals in it, and it's a really fucking funny set. It's a hilarious set. It's a really stupid set.
Which Julian?
Beautiful dude.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I was like laughing the whole time. I was like, this is such a silly set. This is such a silly set. Like he twirled my dead angle and then he tried to twirl my burst and like I was just holding forward and like matching on Wolf 5B. It was great.
Who won that set?
I won 3-1. Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
good.
Like I had practice from my son Lich. I'm not gonna lose to another.
Was that the 2016 Column Breaker?
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember. That's when you won. You won a couple of tournaments out there too.
I was really upset because I won BB, but I didn't win Persona. But I didn't play BB. I wasn't like playing BB at all. So I was like mad. Like you could see it. Like there's like a, I don't know if they have a clip of it, but like they're giving me the trophy. And I'm like kind of fuming a little bit because like Persona was earlier and I lost. But like BB, which I gave no shits about, I won. And I was like, why does this always fucking happen? Like why? Like Persona, I was like, I wanted to win Persona, and I didn't win. And I was like pretty upset about it.
Who took you up?
I lost to SQ, Chia.
SQ.
Yeah, I got really shook. I got really shook in that one. He clutched it. She clutched it out. Excuse
she
me,
plays
she
Sin
clutched
now.
it out. She plays Sin now. Yeah.
Yep.
She plays Sin now. Play Chia in that game. I'm gonna legit make. We got to get a little intro for when we ask people who is your FGC dad. That's like the first.
We should
that's
definitely.
easy. We get the track ready.
We got to get the round of applause going when they whip out the little envelope.
I'm working on the soundboard. That's. I don't know if you like listen to podcasts and stuff, but I fucking soundboard. We have the right sounds for soundboard. That shit is great. Not everyone has it, but like, oh my, I'm tight. My phone's not. If my phone was working, oh no, I should have it. Wait, okay, no, wait, bet it. I think I'm pretty sure. Okay, we're gonna go into stream safe mode. Hold on, but I'm pretty sure I have this. I'm pretty sure. I backed up my phone on my PC, so I got. Hold on, where did I put this thing? Ah, please, Steve. I got it in here, right? Got it. I'll be like extra sad if I don't have this, but I'm pretty sure I have it.
Come on, you got this, man.
Oh, you know where it's at? Oh no, I didn't put it in here. Fuck. It's in my downloads folder. I didn't back up my downloads folder.
No. That's
right. Yeah. God damn it. I'll have it ready for next time. I fucked up though.
Yeah, we definitely gotta have that, man. That's
yeah, soundboard shit is so fun, so fucking fun. Whoa, whoops, gotta keep that there. No, but I want that ready. That's such like a nice. I remember, what did they ask me? I did like a, you're West Coast, you know Hell Pockets, right?
Yeah.
So I remember going on the Hell Pocket stream, and they were like, at the end they asked me some question, like, but it was what was it? It was something like, was it who's your waifu, or like who's your FGC waifu, or I forget what it was, but they asked like everybody. They ask everybody this one question, or it's something, or maybe it's like something about what type of fruit, or what do you put on your pizza. I forget what it was. I forget what it was. Yeah, but they ask everybody who goes on there that question.
You know what's funny?
What?
I don't think they answered that. They asked me that question.
How? When did you go on though?
For DVD.
I went on. To be fair, I did go on. What was it? It was like when Under Night came out or something.
Oh my god!
It was a while back.
That was like, you talking about Unio?
Unio, yeah. So a while ago, it was like 2014 when I went on there.
Yes. I don't think they. I guess they got to esports.
Maybe. I don't think it was that ridiculous of a question. Like, if we're talking about esports scale, I'm pretty sure asking someone who's your FGC dad might be a little bit more. a little bit more controversial.
Oh yeah.
It's not that controversial. It's an interesting story. It gives you a little bit of that player lore.
Yeah,
that player lore.
It's really good. Actually, player lore is really good. Speaking of Hell Pocket, I gotta get to him. Get to him pretty soon.
Why?
That's the boy. He's gonna be at Tekken War Tour.
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys on the West Coast.
Yeah,
and your Tekken World Tour. You're saying privileged close, but like in New York, they're having DBZ like today. Like they just randomly announced it an hour ago. They're like, hey, if you feel like it, go to the Microsoft store in New York and you can just play DBZ. And I was like, oh, cool, thanks. Of all days, you pick Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty random.
You know what? I didn't even know you guys had a Microsoft store.
There's like a big Microsoft store in New York. A big old Microsoft store in New York.
Why? How? That's crazy.
What do you mean, why? What the fuck is in New York City? What do you mean, why?
Everything Microsoft is in Seattle.
I mean, they'd be punching himself real hard for not having a big store in New York City. I went to GameStop with Flux. I went to GameStop with Flux yesterday, and there was more than one floor. I was mindfucked.
Are you serious?
There were like stairs going downstairs. I was like, what the fuck do you have down there? Like, it's from GameStop. Like, how many copies of Assassin's Creed and Madden do you need? Like, why is there 2 floors? It doesn't make any sense.
2 floors of Madden? Yo, speaking of Madden, dog, so, alright, so...
Oh, can you talk about it? Can you tell him about it? Oh, shit, hold on, no, wait. I'm gonna tweet, I'm gonna have a nice salacious tweet. I think I'll say, how about at Kizzy K talks about how he met Snoop Dogg. Is that good?
Yeah, it's good.
Is going to tell the story about how he met Snoop Doggy Dogg, aka Snoop Dogg, aka
Snoop.
Well, I forgot about that one, aka Snoop. Exclusive. I'm glad I stopped you. Okay. Oh. Okay.
It's good.
Maybe in like 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
2 seconds. 2 seconds. Yeah. By the way, I was just like, what? But you were coming into the Discord, and I just heard like music, and we couldn't hear anything you were saying, and like just dudes yelling in the background, and we were just like, what is happening to Kizzy right now?
That's all you heard, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And you took pictures. There's a video you took. All right, no, this is your story. This is not my story. This is your story. You should go.
All right. So pretty much, I was doing like contract work for my buddy at Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Seattle, but he usually like travel everywhere and do like little events like this that I was at. And what happened was he was like, "Yo, you want to come through and do this contract work? We're going to be going out here near the airport." Like, all right, okay. So I went over there. I went in there. I was like,
"Oh, wait, holy shit!"
So I went in there. I was like, why these guys are from the dog pound?
Oh, you gotta run that back. That shit was so loud. Okay, you gotta run that back. I hope I didn't injure everyone's ears. I gotta do something about that.
What happened?
So someone resubbed like right when you were talking about it, and it's mad loud, which is okay, but also not okay. Kizzy cool.
Okay.
Right. Anyway.
Good. We good?
Yeah, you good.
Alright, so pretty much, I'm gonna try to make it quick and then get to the good part. So my homie hit me up. He was like, "Yo, man, I got contract work. We're gonna be going to this lot to do some work to set up." I'm like, "All right, cool." So I went to the lot and I got out the car and I was like, "These dudes are from the dog pound." And he was like, "What?" I said, "These dudes from the dog pound." And he was like, "What is that?" I was like, "That's Snoop Dogg's like crew, the whole dog pound." And he was like, Oh, that's right. My buddy did tell me that it was gonna be like Snoop Dogg's like little spot, right? It was like, yeah. So I'm like sitting here meeting like all these people, and I ran into somebody in the FGC that is like doing their website,
Hmm.
uh, graphic website, and I was like, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna keep him anonymous.
Right.
But long story short, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like I walked inside, I seen like all of his like his billboards and everything, like artwork and all that. This dude had a big old arcade room. He had a basketball court. It was just like a lot of stuff. Like it was just like crazy. So I'm over here unboxing these Xboxes. And I'm like, these are like not like regular Xbox Ones. What are these, right? He was like, oh, these are the Scorpion. I'm like, what? Yeah, these guys is getting sponsored by Microsoft, so these guys are going to get Scorpios, and they're going to play Madden, do a charity tournament. And I'm like, what? That's crazy. And I'm sitting here like, mind blown. I'm like, so these dudes are about to have a Madden tournament. This is crazy. As we set it up and everything, everybody is all getting prepared. I ran into Haha Davis, Warren G showed up, YG showed up. So like all of these like random like people showing up, and I'm just like what's going on? And then Snoop Dogg came in with a Chinese blue robe on.
That picture's hilarious. Wait, do you have the picture? You should send it me in Discord. I just want the picture of him.
You want the picture?
In the robe. Yeah, post it in the chat, in Discord chat. Or like DM it to me. I'll put it up. Yeah.
So yeah. I promise you, this dude came out and he was crip walking. He was sheep walking. Like he was actually sheep walking and he was DJing at his own tournament. So it was crazy. I was actually mindful. I was like, this dude is a big old kid. That's what I thought in my mind. I was like, this dude is a big old kid. Like, he runs his own tournament. I mean, it's not wrong with it, but came in his own tournament. He walked in his own tournament. And then right after that, he DJed. So he was DJing. He was bumping E40, and then I was like, okay, so he'll listen to his own music. And then right after that, it was nothing but like the dog festival. And these dudes, I kid you not, and when I tell you that like these guys are just they were side betting each other, right? Keep in mind. So these guys are side betting each other in Madden. And I'm thinking like it's gonna be like, all right, he's side betting like 50 bucks.
Is that chicken? What is that?
What?
This Circle K, is that chicken? That's food. That has to be food. I'm like looking at the picture right now. There's Snoop Dogg from behind. And it's Chinese blue robe.
Yeah, it was a Chinese blue robe. And you see the dude with the red shoe?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like they was just like, I kid you not, like I met everybody from the Dog Pound. But like I said, like these guys are side betting like mad money. Like so I'm thinking like, all right, he's going to side bet like 50 bucks, 100 bucks. These dudes are side betting $1,000.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, for a Madden game. I'm just like, this is crazy. Like these guys are side betting like mad money, and then they're doing a charity Mad funny. It was just a bad, like, funny atmosphere.
I remember. So like you were telling us about it. You're like, "Yo, watch this stream. I'm here, right?" And so I open up the stream, and it's Madden or whatever. But people were like, donate. It's like Snoop Dogg stream, right? So everyone knows who Snoop Dogg is. But people are like donating to him, and I was like, why? Like what? Why? But then you were like, oh, it's a charity tournament. Like it's going to charity. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, all of it is actually going to his football team that he owns. Like every year with the Pee Wee, it's like a Pee Wee team. So like every year, he hosts like he runs his football tournament, Pee Wee, and he really likes quality, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he makes sure that his football players are quality dressed up every season.
Mm-hmm.
So he does a charity tournament, and whatever people give out, he puts it in the refs, and he does that, and pretty much they got a lot of money that day, actually.
Oh, for sure. That stream was pretty huge.
Yeah, they got a couple of G's. So, long story short, Snoop Dogg got second place. YG won the whole tournament. But I think the best part, it was like when Haha Davis was playing, and he was getting his butt whooped. Like, he was getting cool. Every time, like, they caught an interception, they was like, "Oh man, this finna be a breeze." And he'll just do something like wrong, and then it'll just like be like complete opposite would just happen. Like, he'll throw the ball, and he's like, "Oh, he's about to catch it." Nah, he ain't. This finna be a breeze, and then just interception. It was just like game over. So he was like losing really, really bad. So it was really funny. And then after all of that, right? So you think like all of that's done? Nah. So Warren G made some barbecue.
Oh.
So I kid you not, he bought this big old grill. Like he brought it in with his truck. And he got this big old like grill. I kid you not, this grill was so huge. Like it was a car.
Right. Damn.
And he was barbecuing. And he barbecued, and we was just like rubbing. And like after that, he was just like, yeah, man, like that guy got lucky. The next time I run into him, I'm gonna ice him up. So they played off stream again, and the game, like the way the rules go, it's like if you get 21-0, it's a blowout. You automatically lose.
Really? So does that happen in Madden? Like Madden, the game just ends?
No, what happened? That's like the general rule when you're playing Madden.
Oh, tournament.
Yeah, it's like a tournament. It's like, or just in general. Like, say for example, if you beat somebody, like if you're in the league and it's like over 21 points, you automatically lose, no matter if the game. In the game. No, like like you automatically just gotta shake this dude's hand.
Oh wow, that's okay. Okay.
So if you get blown, you gotta get up, right? So he got 21 blowout, and he just got up, and he just went out, and he just grilled some more barbecue. These guys is crazy, and I realized that these guys are just like, they just act the same. They act the same if like just every single day. They just do the same thing every single day. It's actually pretty interesting. They get together and they just
do shit.
They just do shit.
Yeah.
So it's pretty lit. Pretty lit. I got a chance to talk to all of them too.
That's crazy. That sounds cool. Okay, now here's the real question: how high did you get?
I definitely got extremely high.
I know the room was green. The picture was kind of cloudy. I was like,
I don't smoke.
Right.
But
that must be. Oh man.
Well, I don't smoke.
Too dank. No, I'm saying like because you don't. Too dank in there for you. Has to be. Yeah.
So I kid you not, I seen about like over 70 blunts like pass, and I was sitting in that room and I was like, I'm getting high. Like I was just sitting, like just being in this area. Like I am turned. Like I am feeling it. I'm feeling it. And then it's like these dudes was like passing it like in front of me. And like blowing, so like it was like flying at me. So there was no way to avoid the high. The high was coming to me, and I was like, I have to embrace it. So I just sat there and start kicking in, and I was just feeling it. I was like, man, like this is crazy. So I started loosening up a little bit. I started like zoning out and stuff like that. I started feeling. I was just like, man, this is like crazy. I can't breathe. It's hot in here. And everybody looking at me, and I'm like sweating. And they're like, damn, like, is it hot? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm dying. And he just started laughing. And I was like, I don't know what I said was funny. I was actually done. So I had to walk outside. And like, I walked outside, I drank water, and kind of like went down a little bit. I started getting mad hungry. And then
barbecue.
No, let me tell you, before the barbecue, before they made before they made barbecue, they actually had a food truck come
Oh.
out, come out to their event, and it was free food.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought a burger truck, like an actual burger truck,
Hmm.
with a grill, and everything, and was giving that out, followed by barbecue. It was actually insane.
How long was this? This is crazy. This is all day.
9 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Wow.
The tournament started at 3, and I didn't walk out. I walked out high around like 11.
Oh no! Oh man, that's crazy.
It was actually insane.
Damn, that was your Friday, Thursday, Friday. What was that?
That was Thursday.
That was crazy. That long?
Yeah, that long, dude. 9 a.m.
That's dope. That's fucking dope.
But I got to talk to some people. It was funny because some people from Machinima was up there too.
Oh yeah, I mean it makes sense. Madden.
Yeah, his name is OG Constant.
Madden.
Madden. Madden tournament, dude.
Is that your future? Is that your next move? Just gonna be
I'm about to be a Madden player.
Just fuck everything. Just fuck everything. Blow people out 21-0. I didn't even know that was a rule. That's crazy.
I kid you not. I'm about to just be a professional Madden player.
I believe.
And
Yo, remember they had that?
They
had a show about that.
My name.
They had a show about that.
They did?
Yeah, they did. They did. I remember that. They had a show about that. Like a couple of years ago.
They're still doing it.
I remember when they did that Ultimate Gamer show the first time. I don't know if you remember that. I was in college, but it was so bad. So I remember like the only reason I watched it was because Justin was on it. Justin Wong was on it.
Yeah.
But the thing that really made me angry more than anything else was that the grand finals of the show, so the last two people playing, the last game they played was fucking Blaze Blue. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
They played BBCS, and the girl picked, I forget her name. I think her name was like Rachel or something basic. And then I'm sorry, she's a really nice person, likely. But she picked Hakumen, and the other guy picked I forget. He picked like Jin or something, and she did Zantetsu over and over and beat him, and I was really upset. I was like, yo, I could have won this for free. Anybody could go back and watch that grand finals. The grand finals is just them. It's like, we're playing Blaze Blue Continuum Shift, and I was like, what the fuck? After all this, like they play like generic ass racing games, and like they put all these, and like they had a part where they played Pong or something, and then like Pac-Man. It was Pac-Man. Like they had a Pac-Man machine the whole time, and people were like, oh, what's a Pac-Man machine here? But then they had like a Pac-Man game. But then after all that shit, it was fucking Blaze Blue. I was so. I'm about to put that on. Hold on, I'm about to find that video right now. I'm about to cut that video on. Hey, stream, relax. Those guys are professional gamers. Who the fuck are you?
Exactly. Yeah, just a bunch of monsters.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you know what's funny is like, you know how like back in the day, like I don't know, where you was like tournament hungry, you was like, I want to go here, win here, I want to go there, win there, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then now you realize it's like, all right, I want to go to this event, because it's where all the competition's at.
Because that's where all the what is at?
Competition.
I just go to stuff. I don't really think.
You don't really select?
No, I usually just go to stuff. I just go to stuff. It's pretty simple. I just go to stuff. Ultimate Gamer Blaze Blue? Is that good enough?
It's definitely not good enough. Not fun enough.
I think this is it. I think I found it first result. Is this it?
Nah, that's not it.
No, this is it!
Wait, what?
Alright, sorry about that. I paused it. I'm pretty sure this is it. This is it! This is it! Alright, you gotta like hop on the stream or something. Alright, this is it. This is it. Okay.
Oh my god.
Do you wanna
Second game of the finale.
Really?
It's worth 2 points towards
Oh, God.
Look at this.
I don't want to watch
It's
it.
Blaze Blue Continuum.
Oh,
Oh man.
On the cathedral stage, and they were allowed to choose any character they wanted. Kat chose Hakumen, Yaz chose Ragna. Blaze is a tough technical fighter, an unpredictable defense, and knowing your character's specials are critical for his player to win.
Wait, buddy, what is that? What does it take to be good at Blaze Blue? Hold on.
Hakumen, Yaz chose Ragna. Blaze is a tough technical fighter, an unpredictable defense, and knowing your character's specials
Yeah, you need to know those
critical.
specials.
First player to win 5 rounds wins the match. Anna?
You need to know.
You need to know those specials.
What
Remember, the
specials,
winner of
dude?
Blaze Blue Continuum Shift will earn 2 points towards their overall
What specials
score.
we talking about?
Either of you could be in the lead after this game.
Ooh.
Game on.
Game on! Yeah, look, this show's so cheesy. So, I don't know if stream people are aware of this, but like, cheering is, especially for something like this, the cheering is obviously staged. Oh, he's playing with a stick.
Hakumen, that is the large red knight.
The large red knight, my boy.
Yaz is playing Ragna.
She can air that shit.
Young warrior in the coat. There's a lot going on the screen, a lot of action.
Look at this.
Yaz really
Look at
Look at that burst.
But Kat's character Hakumen needs only a few hits.
Look at the
to
health
seal the
thing.
game.
Look at the rounds.
That does not mean Kat is out.
God.
Note how Kat has only hit Yaz approximately
Oh,
Look at that.
6 times and
Expert.
Yaz terrain. The 2 bars at the top of the screen indicate their life. Kat a little bit in orange.
This is
Lined
intense.
up against Yaz. In Blaze, you need a quick series of hits, otherwise known as combos, to further your damage.
What's up?
Look at this 2010 esports commentary.
A 7, 8, and 9 in combo. This is insane. They're
What?
one hit away from death. Kat takes the first round. What a mighty character. That sword is too much for Yaz to handle.
Uh-oh. It's fucking Blaze Blue. I can't get over.
When you see those large
Oh, she knows how to master C.
Notice that they are red. That means Yaz cannot escape the combinations that Kat has put together using her controller.
They made a me stick. I forgot
Kat
that.
has mastered a few simple combo strings that are keeping her in this game.
Oh, the burst!
Hey, 2 to 0.
Look at this bow back.
Yaz is really having a hard time getting
Look at these 3 H's. She got some. She does have a nice simple combo here.
Round on Yaz, compensating for the
Crazy.
Yo, why is this free? This is actually more free than I remember it being.
Is this person still around?
I actually don't know about either. I remember on the show, like, there was someone I knew on the show from, like, New Jersey, was on this show. And I remember thinking, he must be so mad because it's fucking Blaze Blue. This is free!
What's she going on?
No, it's not stylish. You can see her mashing on C. Look how intense he is.
Look how staged it is.
Oh, pick up. You know that would have hit me, by the way? That gauntlet would have hit me?
Why is that?
I'm not fucking standing up and stuff like that. Like,
Yaz is taking a serious beating
Uh-oh.
here. His life meter is in the orange. This is his last chance to make a comeback.
yo, she's legit trolling him. Oh,
Can he get what he needs for? He does! A distortion drive to put him back.
This is amazing.
Yaz is trying to keep his distance and play smart, but Kat gets him. Kat
That was free as fuck.
I swear, it looked like she don't even know how to play this game. Like she never played fighting games before. Oh my.
The results are
Wait. Look at his face real quick. Look at his face.
gets him.
Wait.
Goes all the way.
Look how disappointed.
Yo, why the stream going hard? Chat's going hard right now.
Nah,
You can't even see it. See their birth stock to prove.
Alright, ready? What? That Salt. Oh, look at that Salt. He was fucking tight. No, but that was real. That was 100% real. I was so angry watching that. I was so mad watching that. I remember I was just in my room. I was in the apartment and I was like,
even
what?
Even my dog's mad.
Your dog's tight. Your dog's 100% tight. That's fucking real. That happened. I can't believe you didn't watch. I watch that shit every fucking week. That show has like beautiful moments because it's so cringy. Do you think these guys have NPC children?
They definitely have some children too.
I'm not. So real talk. There was a guy on there. I forget his name, but like in BBCT, right? So I knew Manny Blaze in BBCT before, right?
That was his first game, right?
I don't think it was his first game, but he played it and he wasn't bad. He was alright. And at the tournament, the one tournament we went to the break, there was some guy there who was on that show, but I just forget his name. But he was on that show. I was like, damn, that guy made it. Like Manny's friend was on that show. That is the one of Justin Wong driving. That is the one of Justin Wong driving. What do you think it would take? That's like my dream.
Tell Crows TSBLK.
Oh, I like how they call the Rose emote Tilk Rose. It's loud as fuck. The Justin Wong driving clip is hilarious. But my dream is to be on a cringy esports show like that. That would be.
You want that?
It would be just, dude. It would be so fucking funny to do. It would be so funny to do. The only thing I wasn't sure of was whether or not people were serious on that show because it was a reality show. But I would try to play it up. I'd try to like be a character on that show. I would try to like be Arc Sys Works Game Legend Lord Knight for real, like make a character out of it. It would be fucking hilarious. You should have been on Cross Assault. I wanted to be on Cross Assault. Remember? Do you remember?
What happened about?
They didn't pick me for obvious reasons. I think. For obvious reasons, even though I hustled real hard. That video was like too troll. Even though I wanted to be on it, the video was really troll. Because what was I supposed to say? Like I was very much not a Street Fighter player at the time. So, but I was still trying to do it. So it was like, what is this guy fucking doing?
There was a couple of people that wasn't Street Fighter in that group.
I remember Dacid Bro made one that was pretty good too.
Yeah, Aris made one too.
Aris made one, but it was for Team Tekken, I thought.
I thought he was in the Cross Tekken one.
No, that's what I'm saying, because there were two teams, remember? There was the Capcom team and a Tekken team. So I think he made one for Tekken. But what was I supposed to say for Tekken? Like, I remember what happened? I won a Melty Blood tournament. Like a Big E tournament, right? And he was like, alright, here's your money. And I was like, thanks. And he goes, oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, wait here. And he leaves, like, laughing. And I was like, what the fuck? And he comes back with, like, that shitty Xbox HRAP in one hand and a copy of Tekken 6 in the other. And he goes, here's your prize. And I was like, what is the point of this? Like, why would you give me this? He's like, you want Melty Blood, that's why. And I was like, so you're going to give me Tekken 6 and an Xbox stick? And he's like, yeah. Enjoy! And I was like, alright.
Did you accept it?
I mean, was I supposed to say no? I mean, I took it.
So were you a Tekken player?
For like 2 weeks. I played Miguel and Lars.
God.
I was just confused. And the worst part was while I was playing Tekken, like, I'm like, well, you know, I won Tekken somehow, so I was like, I should play it. It's cool, I guess. And so a Tekken player was like, oh, sick. That's sick, man. You're getting into Tekken? Tekken 6 is sick. Who do you play? And I was like, I play Lars. And they're like, man, nigga, fuck you, man. Why are you going to go and play Lars? I'm like, well, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. They're like they're literally dancing on me. I don't know anything. And they're like, man, fuck Lars. So I was like, what the fuck did I do wrong?
Lars was definitely not a fan favorite.
No, I thought he was cool looking though.
He was definitely cool.
Him and Miguel. I played Miguel too.
he definitely was the type of character that could definitely make you not have friends with. He was very good at that.
My Tekken career was short-lived.
I think that's what stood him out, bro. You know he had combos that really did 98%.
Your dog doesn't like Tekken too. Your dog doesn't like Lars.
98%.
98%.
2%. Yep, 98%, and that 2% was a guess. It was an actual, like a guess that I get up. The dog. When I said, "You see, dog," he learned Lars, and he was like, I don't like that. I don't like Lars."
Don't hate on my boy like that. Your dog doesn't like Lars.
My dog definitely don't like Lars. See, every time when you talk about Lars, dogs start barking.
Dog starts freaking out. Like, Lars! I fucking hated playing against Lars.
Lars.
The fuck? The fuck?
It's mad funny.
Yeah, that was like one of the most random things I've gotten for like winning something. It was like, it was extra unrelated. Like, we were playing on PS2. He gave me an Xbox stick, like a shitty Xbox stick, and then we were playing a PS2 ultra niche anime game, and he's like, "Here's Tekken, like enjoy." Like, okay. I don't pick waifus in Tekken. Tekken has some decent waifus, but I don't know. I don't know what it was.
I mean, I played Lee. Lee was that dude.
Lee. Or I played, like, when I was a kid, I played Steve, because I was like, yeah, I'm in a fighting game, finally. Even though it's not me, but like, I could channel myself through myself. It was deep. It was fucking deep.
Man, you know, did you ever play Tekken Tag Tournament 2?
No, I just watched. I like watch Tekken casually, mostly. But like what I end up doing is like I don't just like I don't watch tournaments really. I'll watch matches that are on stages that I like. That's my Tekken depth. So for Tag 2, it was anytime they played on that fountain stage, the tech step fountain, or whatever, the one with the dubstep. That was my fucking shit.
Was it?
Yeah, that song is so hype. Dude. That track is hype.
Dude, do you remember the Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, run it, homie. Someone said it in the stream chat.
Yeah, you know he had a Tekken. So it's funny. He had a Tekken Tag 2 tournament arcade cabinet, and everybody, the dude was like, "I wonder why he has this." I'm like, "Does because he made a song."
He's in the game.
Yeah, he's in the game, and he actually is sitting on his throne. He's the only person that actually sits on his throne and on his stage. It's actually ridiculous.
He has his own stage. That was really random. I remember thinking that was random, but then there was the thing with what's his name, Lupe, with Street Fighter V. So that might just be the new shit.
Hey, but did Lupe make a music video with all the players?
Oh, is this
What happened?
That sounds like a no. I just saw some bot in the chat. Whatever, talking about girls twerking on Twitch.
Let's not do that, bro.
Come on, man. This is a good place.
This is a nice place, man, with good people.
Is there a mod who can do it? I can't fucking do it. His name is like a bad color. I can't see. I guess I could just do this. Yeah, there we go. Give him that ye oldie. There we go. I'm not trying to watch girls twerk on Twitch. There are other places you can do such things. Not here.
Not here, bro.
Not here, bro. No, I couldn't see the name. It's like dark blue, and like I have the dark mode on, so whatever. Damn though. That was you had a crazy week last week.
Yeah, man.
I had the thing. All right, I'm about to get blown up. Remember, I'm gonna post a video that.
Yeah, please post that.
I'll post a video. I'll give a little lore real quick. This is my way of trying to one up Kizzy, even though I'm not one upping Kizzy because that story is ridiculous.
I don't know, man. I mean, I definitely would have done what you done. I definitely would have been hyped about it.
Where is this? So this was fun and cool and random. I was at what's the best way to describe? Oh, here's another one. Where's the video? So there's like a Twitch streamer in New York. We have like the Twitch squad up there, and he wants to do like he has like a studio for like people who do like game remixes and like just SoundCloud and shit. Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, I found a video. And he had a launch party on Saturday that I went to, and it was pretty fun. Okay, I gotta do it like this. But oh no! I can't. Not until. Okay, man.
Yeah, I'm getting excited.
Twitter
you gotta hurry up, dude. I want to hear this, dude.
Okay, we're gonna full screen it. Oh no! Twitter sucks.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, okay. I'll just let it loop like one more time. Look at the fog machine. Look at my boy in the pink jumpsuit.
Bro. Yeah, I know you like that sticker. Future Man sticker?
Which one? What? Oh, the one on his jumpsuit?
Oh, yeah, the one on the sticker. You don't remember the sticker that looks like you?
That oh yeah, online.
Yeah, that's definitely yours, dog.
Because at the last one they gave out these shades and everyone's like, oh, it's like, because I was like, yeah, you know, I'm just feeling like token Lamar Burton role. So I was like, yo, do you have those shades from last time? And he's like, yeah. Do you want to like wear one and put on a jumpsuit? And I was like, yeah.
Where does jumpsuit come from?
He wears like a. It's not Sajam. Sajam's in Cali. Sajam's in Cali. Yeah, Future Man Gaming. Yeah, Sajam is Cali. That's my friend. My friend in New York. That's my friend in New York. My boy. I don't think he's in the chat right now, but.
I'm just curious. I'm very curious.
The lore. There's lore behind it, but I don't know all of it. All I know is that he's supposed to be from the future, and he like streams games, and he likes like DJing shit. I'm very. You thought it was Sajam.
You know what I don't understand?
What?
I just don't understand how the question comes. Do you want to wear this jumpsuit? Yeah,
no, because you saw. So he's just in that jumpsuit. There was another guy who was like in a Cutman, like from Mega Man, right? He's in a Cutman jumpsuit. He's in it, and he was like going ham on the turntables and stuff. So when I asked for the glasses, those glasses, he was like, "Hey, if you want to put on the glasses, that's cool, but do you want to like put on this jumpsuit too?" And I was like, "Okay." And he went upstairs. He got like that fucking jumpsuit. I put it on. I just ran downstairs. I got really lit. We took a couple of shots real quick, and like the cameraman was like, "Oh my god!" The stream was like, "Oh my god, there are future men now, like plural. Like there's another one." And I was like, "Oh shit!" It was nuts.
So let me ask you this.
Got really hot in that jumpsuit though.
This is a really important question.
Yeah.
You got the glasses still?
Yes, of course.
Godlike.
Yes, I have them with me. I'm like looking at them actually. They're right there. They are right there. If I had a good webcam, I would show you.
I hope you are taking those with you.
Carefully. No, the new shit is I have this hat. You know how like the new sponsor meta is like, oh, you have the team hat. So like the Red Bull hat or like your Splice hat, whatever.
Yeah.
So Nico Maki fucking gave me this hat that just says LK on it. And on the sides it says Kings of Destiny, and I'm gonna wear that hat to everything while I'm a free agent.
That's godlike.
I wore it once, but not to anything big. I never wore it to anything big. The only thing I bring to the big shit is like that Milia pin.
Yeah.
Shout out to that Milia cosplayer. She's so fucking great.
Yo, shout outs to the Milia cosplayer, the Venom cosplayer.
That Venom guy is fucking cool, dude. That guy is cool too. And the Axel. There's three of them.
I feel like those three guys they are so supportive, and nobody really appreciates.
People don't know that much. People don't know that much.
I appreciate them.
Yeah, they're cool. All three of them. They were at the Evo booth. You saw them, right? They were at the booth at Evo. Arxis just like scooped them. It was mad funny. I was like, "What are you doing here?" They're like, they saw us and they're like, "Hey, do you want to chill at the booth?" And I was like, "Oh, they just scooped you real hard."
That's pretty lit.
Worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. I mean, I'm happy. Make sure they definitely deserve the exposure, man. It's crazy. They've been the combo breaker. I swore I seen them in Frosty, or I think no, it was combo breaker, CEO, and Evo.
I saw them at MagFest. They're pretty low key though. They just show up. People ask for pictures, and then like
extremely low.
It's cool. I respect it.
They didn't go to CEO talk to this year, huh?
No.
Damn, no. And those guys are actually dope.
It just depends on what you're doing in like your circuit, you know. Like tournament players go a little bit more ham, I would say. Like I don't know about you, but I've been chilling like since CEO Taku. I've been really just chilling. Even going to Canada Cup was like a reach. Like I went because I never went before was the main reason. Like if I went before, I wouldn't have went.
I wanted to go, but a lot of things came up. A lot of things changed. So I wasn't able to go.
Next year, like I don't know how you felt about this year, but I felt like I traveled a lot. Like I've been on the road a lot because of Bursley. I was really determined.
Yeah, I was really hoping that they do something this year. Guess I got that.
No, doing it next year is like good timing though. I think.
Yeah,
I get why people would be upset about them pushing it back to next year, early next year. But I think it's like really good timing. Actually, I think it's a good idea.
Well, the reason why I said that is because I thought was originally people was getting a free trip on top of Bursley, and then after the free your first place, then they was going to announce the invitation. Mm-hmm. They didn't even do the free trip to CEO.
Because Dogura couldn't go. They're gonna fly Dogura to something else, is what they said. They talked about all that stuff.
Oh, I didn't. I guess that was just out of the book.
Yeah. It was cool to have that kind of environment for the first time though, because I guess, like let's say from my perspective, pretty much where it started was like I would just kind of go to like a few events a year on East Coast, up and down East Coast, and then as time went on, more events came into the lineup. But what ended up happening this year was because I was so behind in Burst League at the start. Like they had a couple of tournaments you were in.
You kind of pushed up really hard later on or mid.
Oh yeah. Because all the so like the way I set it up in my head was like, okay, so all the tournaments I chose to go to early didn't count. Like I didn't go to Anime Ascension, for example, or like I didn't go to Frosties, for example, or I didn't go to Final Round either. So
I didn't go to Final Round either.
What I ended up doing was like, okay, so there are all these locals I can go to. I live in New Jersey. I can go to New York. I can go to New Jersey. I can go to Maryland. I can go to Pennsylvania, like easily. So I'll set it up so where I can go to a local pretty much every week, and then once a month there's either a major or a regional I can go to, or usually how it worked would be like there'd be 2 locals, 1 regional, and a major every month, and I'll just do that. And then starting from UMAD, so right before Evo, starting from UMAD, I need to go extra hard because all the big tournaments will be in East Coast, because at the start they're all on West Coast. That's the way the schedule works. So at the start, a lot of the high-ranking people were either people who grinded locals too, or people from West Coast or Midwest. But then near the end, you saw more East Coast people rising up because there was like DTN, Summer Jam, East Coast Throwdown.
It was all next to each other.
Yeah, and they were all in the same area in the tri-state too, pretty much. Like Summer Jam and East Coast Throwdown, straight up, were both in New Jersey, both of them. Yeah. I mean, UMAD, Canada. Okay, like I went to Canada, and then Canada has its own thing. Like Peppery pretty much ran Canada. Peppery Splash. pretty much ran all the fucking Canada events. He was just going around getting points in Canada, pretty much uncontested. And then like Dot Nova was like pretty much running the South. Like, he has a shit ton of points from just playing down there. And then like West Coast stuff from early and like Midwest stuff from early, and then like East Coast stuff from like later on. So it worked out.
It's funny. All of my points actually came from majors.
Oh really? Oh yeah, because you can see. I think it's really cool to look at like the point spread too that people have. Because some people like take Damido for example, right? Like Damido, great player, great player, best player we got. But when you look at the point spread, it's pretty much from like two things, pretty much, right? As opposed to like, if you look at mine, it's like there's like 20 or 30 events where I got points from. Like there's a lot of events where I got points from. Because there's like a lot of like little things I went to that had points. And then like I have a couple of big things that put me up pretty high. I think that's pretty interesting to look at.
Yeah, no, I definitely looked at it. Yeah, all of my videos, because what happened was, I guess the TO from West Coast didn't really like understand what was going on. Mm-hmm. So we were just doing like tournaments and we were not getting.
I heard a bunch of stuff like that. I heard a bunch of stuff like that before. There were cases of like, for example, one person who won a bunch of events, but they were all on challenge, so you got no points. That happened to me like once too. Or there were some people who their tournaments were like at the same time as like Anime Ascension, but they didn't count those. There were a bunch of like, it sucked, but it's like you gotta do what you gotta do in the end, you know.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised Challenge ran.
Yeah, Challenge got smoked by Smash.gg. I remember they got smoked. Smoked. What happened to Challenge, man?
I don't know.
Rip.
Rip.
Smashers fucking Smashers rolled them over. That's crazy. People just use Smash.gg without like a second thought, but Smash.gg is Smash.gg because it's fucking Smash. Not that like just straight up.
I just can't believe that something like that just got ran. It got like, you know how like something like, you know how like, for example, like Uber, right? Now Uber showed up, it slowly killed taxi. I kid you not, Smash G got announced. All it took was one tweet. Yo, is this website is godlike. This should be mandatory for every tournament, and like Challenge just died.
Yep.
It just got ran over, bro.
It runs so. Yo, you remember Tio?
Oh my goodness.
Remember Tio? That's way back. Yeah. I'm going way back.
Oh my god. He's turning me.
Way back. Way back.
I remember the clipboard. Write down the name.
Oh my god, yeah. Sometimes, like, I think about real lore shit. Like, you said you went to your first... Was it your first tournament or your first major? Or what was it?
It was a major. It was a tournament.
It was just a tournament?
Yeah. My first big major was 2008.
It was in 2008. So, like, my thing was, like, it just happened that both of my big first events, like first Smash event and first fighting game event, were both majors. And, like, I just remember the NEC 2007 hotel being, like, so fucking gangster. Like, it was so broken down, and they had a sign. I told a story. What? NEC is in Philly.
Man, I really missed the old NEC.
Which one? Because there's more than one. The airport one? The airport hotel was a great venue. That's a great venue.
Amazing. Yeah,
the one before that was fucking trap. Like, I told a story in a stream before, but when I came in, there was a sign. Because I came with a friend, and my friend wasn't sure it was the right place because he was like, this is really sketch. But there was a piece of paper taped to the stairwell that said fighting games and had like an up arrow. And I was like, this is the place! And I just like ran upstairs. Like, it got so real. Like, when we went to... So, like, last year's EVO being at Mandalay Bay, I remember, like, walking into Mandalay Bay and just, like, walking around and just thinking, damn, like, we gotta get... Like, memes aside, because Giona always... He posts... Once in a while, I think every year after the League of Legends World Tournament, someone will retweet that Giona tweet about, like, league each year and the FGC each year. And it's a really funny picture, but when you think about that hotel where Biggie's scrappy ass handwriting of just fighting into the up arrow, and then like Mandalay Bay, like 7 years later, I'm just like, damn, like all jokes aside, it really did go a really long way.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, like straight up. Even last year, think about last year when they played in the Mandalay Bay Arena. I was like, man, I want to play there so bad.
Man, I still get the chills like watching the whole arena like get up, yelling, get hype, stuff like that. Like bro, the MC, like man, it looked so good. One year, man, we got it.
It was this year, I think, right? That was the first year they did it like that.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
I really like how they did it.
It's cool. How do you feel about like? Okay, so I think that shit is fucking sick. Like that shit is really sick. But how do you feel about like the big majors feeling more like cons now?
I don't know. I didn't really get that vibe.
Really?
I mean, like, I guess in more when you mean like con, I mean I guess
like a con, like it's a convention and then like there's also a tournament at the convention, or like it's a convention where the tournament is the main thing, but it's like a convention. That's the vibe I get from a lot of the biggest tournaments, like your Combo Breaker or CEO or something. Or Evo for sure. Evo for sure is a con. Evo for sure is a con. I remember last year, just thinking, like, damn, like what? Like this is so different.
I feel like last year felt like a con.
For sure. I mean, this year felt like one too. But last year was the first time I was like, it is officially EvoCon.
Yeah.
That's when it started in my head. Like it's officially.
Like yesterday, when we had last year when we had to walk the whole long pathway, and then the first thing you walk on of people just buying shirts, I was like, man, why does it feel like a con? And I guess it's.
Last year we played a game. I played a mini game with my friend of how many times will our conversation get interrupted by someone asking for a selfie from me, and we stopped after 50 times.
Bro, you want to hit something crazy? You ever took a picture of somebody after you lost? After you lost? No, I'm out, dude. I fucking. You know, like when Mega Man beats a boss and he just teleports out. That's me when I lose. I'm just gone. I'm just fucking. Just gone. I could have escaped, dude. I got up and he was just right there.
I'm just gone. I'm just gone. If someone fucking you're talking about some Smasher problems right now. Like I remember when was it? I think it was last year too. Zero. There was a tweet from Zero. However you feel about him or something, he was like, "Can you please not ask me for pictures after I lose a set?" And people were getting mad at him, like, "How dare you?" And the fans want to blah blah blah. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, whatever. Like this guy plays. He's like a competitor. Like he's fucking salty, and you're asking him for a selfie. All you're gonna get is him scowling while you're giving a peace sign. Like you don't fucking want that. He's not in the right mind.
Yeah, he's not gonna even get a good quality picture.
I'm out. Like I fucking just whoop, just Mega Man, just whoop, just gone, out of there, out of there. I just disappear. Ask anybody who see me at Major and lose, and especially if I'm not happy with the loss, gone for 4 hours. Peace out. I gotta let that salt out somewhere. Somewhere. It can't be there. I learned nobody's trying to see that. Maybe somebody's trying to see it, but most people are not trying to see that.
I tell you what, though, that was the first time I experienced that. It's wild.
I can't believe someone asked you after you lost. That's fucked up.
Bro, it was right after, and it was like that loss where I was like, wow, I can't believe I lost like this. It was like that type of. I didn't even feel like I really got outplayed. I just actually just lost.
What is the biggest violation, right, like you're playing tournament or something, win or lose, whatever. What's the biggest violation that has been inflicted on you? Like someone like grabbed your shoulders while their boys fucking you up, or someone asked you for a selfie after you lost. I guess. Like, is there something worse than that?
I think the worst thing was just a selfie. Dude.
That's pretty bad though.
It was so.
Do you have the picture? Do you have the picture?
Of course I don't have the picture.
Of course I don't have the picture. Are you sure I don't have the picture?
Bro, I was not happy.
Oh my god.
I was not happy. I wasn't a happy camper.
I get it.
I was definitely angry camper, dude.
But that shit was wild, like what I was saying before. So if this is like a mild tangent, but there was once, because I'm remembering this too because someone brought up KDJ earlier, right? And so at the one CEO, after they started having Melee at CEO, he's there, I'm there, and I don't know how this came about, but we agreed to money match in every game at the venue.
Wait, what?
Every single game that was available to play at the venue, we money matched in. We had a all games money match ready. And it, first of all, mad fun, by the way. Mad fun. Because you have to consider, there's some games he's going to blow me out, and there's some games I'm going to blow him out. So the test was the games that neither of us knew how to play. Like, I went fucking KI, for example, but he beat me in Arcana. I had never played KI. Neither of us had played KI ever.
You never played Arcana?
I played Arcana Art 3, but like he knew, like we both only knew a little bit, you know? Like I knew like a Weiss B&B, and he knew, I forget who he played. I think he played like Nozumi or something. Or like Chain Girl. Whatever. And so it was close though. That was a close one. That one was a boring. I was sad that I lost that because I was like, I really needed that AH win for the money match. It was pretty much the winner of whoever won more games bought the other person lunch was the thing. But what ended up happening was while we were going around from game to game and like talking shit to each other and trying to figure out like the order we were doing and stuff. So like if we were in Smash areas, people would come and interrupt him. Like, be like, oh, can I get, like, a quick selfie or, like, sign my pad or something? But then when we were in, like, the fighting games area, it would be, like, the reverse. Like, no one would talk to him, and they would just, like, interrupt our conversation to, like, talk to me. And we are just like, this is some kind of esports problem.
You said some kind of esports problem?
100%. 100%. It was, like, weird and awkward, but it was mad funny. What also ended up happening a lot was, like, because, like, for example, there was Melty Blood. So we played Melty Blood there, and...
Right.
So, I'm not gonna lie, we flexed. Some of the games, we flexed to get on. So, I'd be like, hey, do you mind if I get a set with Korean DJ? And we're going to money match. And they were like, you two are gonna play Melty Blood? Okay, he's coming back. And KDJ fucking plays? And we're like, yeah. Just so we could do the money match. Because, again, we just want to play all the games. Like, a set of all the games.
Right.
But it was funny to flex. You know what game he blew me out in? That you're not gonna guess?
What game?
Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Body me.
What?
Did bad. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I had nothing. He just blew my back out with like his Wesker team. It blew my back out. I didn't even take a character. I was like, well, that's an unexpected free loss. Like,
definitely unexpected.
That was fun. I haven't done that for a while. But yeah, he won that. It was close. He won that.
What team did you play?
What team did I play?
Yeah.
I played Viper, Doom, Virgil.
Viper, Doom, Virgil.
Yeah, big mistake.
Are you lost?
Big mistake. I forgot how to play. Like it was so long since I last played. Viper's kind of technical too. You know, I wasn't in it.
You play like a character that if you don't play the game, you're not good.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, if I was a serious Marvel player, I keep saying it, I'm a Morgan Doom.
Morgan Doom? Are you gonna play Morgan Doom in Infinite? Or Morgan Ultron?
No. Ultron's whack. I played Jetta Rocket, you know this.
Yeah, but you said Morgan, so I thought you were going to go.
I believe in Morgan in Marvel Infinite. I believe in her so much. There is a team for her to be good. There is a team for her. I would love to play Morgan, but
Do you think she's the worst character?
no, fuck
Or one of
no,
them?
no. She's not even bottom 5. She's bottom half for sure, but she's not bottom 5.
Who's bottom 5?
Probably like Chris, Frank West, X. Who else is whack?
Black Panther.
Maybe. Yeah, Black Panther's kind of whack. I think someone's gonna figure him out though. He's just a little technical. I don't know who the 5th one would be actually.
What? Arthur?
He's okay. He's like bottom half. I would
Oh,
say.
Ryu.
Yeah, I forget about Ryu.
Yeah,
Ryu.
I forget he's in it.
I forget in the game.
Yeah.
I forgot he's in the fucking game.
Like, who
Nobody picks Ryu. Nobody picks Ryu.
No,
There was like
no.
day one. There was like day one like Ryu,
No,
gimmicky ass Ryus.
Who's better Ryu?
Just DP tag Ryus. No one knew what to do. Or like Tatsu tag Ryus on day one. Yeah. But I believe in Morgan though. That Morgan Monster Hunter team looks good. There's that Morgan Sigma team. Morgan Sigma apparently is a good team for her. Obviously Dante because Dante. But Morgan Dante is like a waste because like there's so many better characters you could play with Dante.
You know, I took your advice and I've been playing Strider Zero.
You really?
Yes.
How powerful do you feel?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Strider. It's like leaving Dante for a bit, and then like hopping on Strider. A lot of get in normal. Just a little bit.
You can play mad sloppy with him though. You can play really sloppy.
I
with
agree.
Him. Yeah, you
I
can
agree.
really sloppy with him.
Yeah, and I have to clean it up a little.
I'm on
But
that.
so far,
Yeah.
so far, I really like how Strider Zero works. Definitely a viable team.
I think so
But
too.
I don't think people are ready. So
Like I said, Peasy Boy on East Coast, he's mad good. He plays that team. He told like the first time I played him, he played for 3 days. He's like, yeah, I barely played his team. I'm fucking around. Of course, I'm a new Marvel player, so I'm not saying I'm good, but he got me thinking I should probably try that team. I just started telling people to play that team while not playing that team.
you can definitely watch you be the lure behind the team. When that team becomes successful. You know, I think that team is going to be good after the patch.
Maybe it depends on what they do with Strider.
Well, I don't think they're touching him.
Really? Nah, they gotta touch him.
Because if you really think about it, he's not what every.
He's not overrepresented, but he's enabled by the game for sure.
He's definitely enabled by the game, but I don't think he's going to be overlooked. I think they're just going to be like. I think they're going to be like, oh well, Strider. We're going to tone out the damage. That's it.
Because Jetta Rocket, my guess with this patch is they will definitely touch that team. They will definitely touch that team.
I'm pretty sure they're probably going to dig deep.
A lot. They're gonna touch that team. But I think Jetta will be okay. I think Rocket is the issue. I mean, Jetta is strong in his own ways too, but like I think Rocket is like the enabler. That's the big issue.
That's why I said I think Rocket.
Yeah, they're gonna. See, I think that just aesthetically, Rocket is so whack. Like Jetta is so cool. When I played Visa, I always remember thinking like two things about that game regarding Jetta. One, he's cool as fuck. He's really really cool. It takes a lot for me to think like a male character is cool. You know, like people think Azrael's cool, but I think he's kind of meh. For example, or like people think Hazama is cool, but I think he's fucking bleh. You know, like he's not really cool.
Hazama's actually black.
He's not that interesting. He's not cool, really. But Jetta is fucking cool. Jetta is really, really, really cool. But Rocket is not my shit. Like, Rocket is a power pick. I mean, the team is a power pick. But Rocket is a real power pick. I hate Rocket. I hate Rocket. I hate his voice clips. I hate his fucking face. I hate when he says a little gift, when he set the fucking trap. I hate everything about him. But playing him is fun. Playing him is very fun. But his aesthetic is terrible. It is terrible. That team is so like it's like such like a heavy contrast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It's like green and orange together. You know what I mean? It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Visually, it doesn't work.
Man, all I'm worrying about is I hope they don't touch Rocket.
You think they don't or do?
I hope they don't.
He's gonna get touched. There's no way.
But I don't want them to get, touch him to the point where he can't even play the game.
I mean, there are more characters coming out, huh?
Is it? Oh yeah.
There's 3 more.
They haven't really said anything about it.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, you're gonna have to see.
Probably got Captain up there.
Yeah, that'd be a good guess. That'd be a good guess. But the other thing too is like they're good characters that aren't really doing anything right now, so they might let them cook.
Man, I think there's a couple of characters that didn't look.
Like Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. Everyone says Captain Marvel is good, but she doesn't do anything in tournaments.
You know what's funny? Everybody, everybody. Captain Marvel's dumb. Then you'll see nobody playing her, but like F-Champ.
Yeah, he plays that Ghost Rider
on the side. On the side.
Yeah, on the side. On the side. That one's interesting. They're gonna let her. Even at Canada Cup, when people would start talking about the patch. So I played Captain Marvel for a while. I was playing Captain Marvel Dormammu for a little while, and a couple of people on below, they're like, "Yo, make sure you keep that Captain Marvel fresh. Keep her fresh. Keep her fresh. I promise. Keep her fresh." And I was like, "Okay." Everyone says she's stupid. Everyone says she's stupid. But
bro, she gotta move that like just armor.
Yeah, the armor move is strong, but you gotta like make a team for it. Team games, all right. In anime games, it's so easy to pick characters in anime games. It is so easy because you don't have to pick more than one. Picking more than one character is what makes it hard. Yeah. Picking a team in Marvel was hard. Like the main reason I'm even playing this team was because I was like, okay, if I can X copy, then I'll also learn like what the game is like better. You know.
Right.
So that was like the main reason I went with that team. I was like, I can learn quickly. Have someone to watch to see like responses, and then also see like how the game flows, because that's one of the teams that's defining the game right now. So so like it's hard. Like I went with like what I would do visually. I probably wouldn't have picked that team, like based on like aesthetics. You know, I wouldn't have picked that team.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to get ready. It'll be easier to pick characters in DBZ though a little bit. I'm probably gonna. Unless they change something radically, I'm probably going to use the team I'm using right now in DBZ when it comes out. Like the Frieza, sorry, wrong order. 18 Trunks Frieza team. I'm probably going to just keep using that team.
I think I'm going to use Trunks, Yamcha, and...
I haven't touched the new characters yet, though. That's the only thing. I haven't touched the new characters. But the only thing I will say for sure regarding my DBZ team is there is no way I'm not having Frieza in the back.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm not having Frieza in the back. Frieza, if they leave him alone, as he is, that is the boy for the back. That is the anchor.
I think Vegeta's the anchor.
He seems like an anywhere type. Frieza has so much stuff that like... He has so many good meter options and stuff. Just putting him in the back, you get like Gold Frieza, you get EX pillars, you get all this shit.
And
he does get damage alone.
The higher you are, the more the super damage.
And he does good damage by himself too, just like alone, which is good. That's my friend. I'm putting him in the back.
Yeah. You excited for the game?
What?
You excited for the game?
Oh fuck yeah! I'm like. I mean, I know people rumble about esports this, esports that, but the game itself is actually fun to play too. Like it's fun. It's something that's kind of rare in fighting games. It's a brand new system. That's the main reason why I'm excited.
Right.
It's a brand new system. It's fun to explore new systems. That's also what's fun about Marvel too. It's a mostly brand new. I think it's not like it's not 100% new, but it's like let's say like maybe 50% new or something. But DBZ is like 100% new.
Yeah, I was thinking Marvel's. I mean, a little more, probably like 60. That like just having no assists is crazy.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah. Because it reminds me of when Persona came out. Like Persona was such like a mystery when it came out because there were all these new mechanics. No one really knew what was going on. The only thing we knew are, like, these are Persona characters and they're fighting each other, and like there's a bunch of random shit in the game and none of us really understood, and we had to like figure out the game from top to bottom. That was the cool thing about when Skullgirls came out, Persona came out. I mean, I guess I didn't realize this because of the time I even started fighting games, thinking about it. But that whole like '09, like BB, all those games coming out was probably just exciting for fighting games in general because there's a bunch of new games with new systems coming out that no one really understood, which is cool. I think that's like a really interesting thing.
Yeah. It's just it's just funny that like when I look at Marvel, it reminds me of Skullgirls. You know how like Skullgirls you customize your own like assist, right?
Yeah. I played.
Yeah, and it's just funny because like when you do like a special move tag, reminds me of like you're your own assist.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, very very unique. It's very hectic too, man. But I tell you what, like I feel like that game promotes Happy Birthday.
What, Infinite?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you have to tag well.
Yeah.
You have to tag well, for sure. Marvel is doing a bunch of things. Like I remember I made a tweet like I felt like a lot of people were being really hipster. I mean, in our scene, were being like really hipster about Marvel and not playing Marvel, and I thought it was like good prep for DBZ. But most people got on me and be like, well, DBZ has assists and Marvel has tags, like you're wasting your time, like what are you doing? But like I feel like I never really got to explain myself, like between managing multiple characters, like if you only play a game, like you played Marvel before, I think, so
yeah, I have.
Yeah, so like in tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if you only play fighting games where you play one character and then you play a team game, you still fight like you're by yourself, like. And just like when someone kills your character, you just play the next character, as opposed to managing the team, like playing it as a team. I think Infinite helped me out with that a lot, and then also it's also the stress of the game too. Like it's a stressful goddamn game.
Yeah, when somebody activate their storm, you better.
Like in Canada Cup, there was I was like kind of down, like I wasn't feeling that great, and I was playing somebody and I was getting blown up really bad, and I was thinking like, yeah, after I lose this, I'll just like DQ myself or whatever, like whatever, I don't give a fuck. But I was really down because I just wasn't doing very well. Right. And he kills Jeddah like real quick, and he brings Rocket down to like 40% or whatever, and then I just kind of come back after like getting blown back the whole game. I use Space Stone too, so it's viable. It's not impossible to do, but like. I came back with just Rocket and like not that much life, and after the loss, like in between games, I was like, "What is wrong with me?" Like I let all the losses and like the stress pile up, and just got to the point where I was like, "Oh, I don't want to play." I was like, "I need to fight this feeling, like this feeling, which is like in anime games, it takes a lot to get to that point." Personally, right? Where I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I usually don't even hit there. But because between being new in Marvel and like just the way the game can go sometimes, between like how people play and like you don't know what to do, there's a bunch of stuff, right? So I was like, it's this fucking feeling is why I'm playing this game, because I want to fight this feeling. I want to make sure, because like if you're playing in like if we're talking about 2018 or something, and I'm training really hard and I get like a big chance to fight in like a big event or something, I want to be able to put that feeling down or not have it at all. Right. Yeah.
Nah, I definitely had that curve where I experienced that feeling, and I was like, man, I just want to DQ myself on everything. But it was just like, no, you gotta make sure you focus, stuff like that. Slap myself in the face. Like, what am I doing? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's good that I'm not the only person.
Exactly. It takes a lot. Like I straight up, I barely played Marvel 3. Like I tried, but like I live in the woods, hard to find games. The netcode sucks ass in that game, so that's the main reason.
It used to be good.
No, I'm talking about Marvel 3, not Marvel Infinite.
Oh yeah.
Marvel 3, the netcode is no. Like it's just no. And then no Marvel 2. I used to like talk shit about anime hipster. Like I talked shit about Marvel 2, never played. So it's a more extreme type of stress than Persona 2. Because Persona's pretty stressful game.
Man.
But again, it's like because I played it, I learned how to manage it a little bit. But like Marvel is like a whole new can of worms, like just a whole new level. So I'm actually pretty glad. I'm gonna keep playing because of that, too.
Once that patch comes, who are you gonna stick with?
I mean, Jetta's my friend. I like Jetta. Rocket. If they touch Rocket really hard, I will drop him for sure. I do not actually like Rocket, but he's just such a good partner for Jetta, right?
Right.
I mean, I could try DLC characters. A couple DLC characters.
Who are you looking at right now?
Winter Soldier, maybe. I mean, I have to see what they do. I mean, they're adding another girl, so, you know, waifu power, maybe.
Yeah.
I still have a Captain Marvel, you know. I played her a pretty hard body, so, like, I know how to do stuff with her. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll be DLC Knight.
Oh, DLC
Maybe I'll be Jetta plus somebody. Maybe I'll be DLC Knight. Maybe I'll be Captain Marvel plus DLC. I don't know. I got some options.
Monster Hunter?
Maybe Zero Strider.
Yeah, you should definitely
do Zero sounds annoying to play though. And
you know you could do Zero Jetta, right? That's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, the best Jetta team is Jetta Dante.
Yeah.
For sure.
But Jetta Zero.
Someone said Jetta Strider. I wonder what that. What is that like? Jetta Strider sounds a little nasty.
That sounds a little too hectic.
That sounds a little nasty. That sounds kind of interesting, to be honest.
Honestly,
Marvel is really a function game. Like, I would never play any of these. I mean, I would play Jetta, but like, I would never consider like Strider or Rocket or something. It really is a functions game, like straight up.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
That's funny that function.
It's true though.
That's the best word.
I love that. That's one of the best memes of 2017 for sure. Jetta-chun. Jetta-chun. My friend Wrath from Arizona, he plays, I'm pretty sure he plays Captain Marvel Jetta, which I think is an odd team, to say the least. But it could work. You can make it work.
Captain Marvel Jetta.
Yeah. That one I'm not sure about. Like, the Rocket Jetta team is just so fucking... The more I play it, the reason why it's good is not so obvious until you play it a lot. You have to know the game well, or you play the team a lot to know why that team is so fucking good.
Right.
It's a little finesse. So this is one thing I don't like about Marvel Infinite. There are a lot of fast Unga teams. I don't want to play any of them. I think it's mad boring. I'm not that guy. Like I'm not a Ragna player, for example. I'm not really a Jin player in my heart. You know what I mean? I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I need a little extra. Or if I play that type of character, I push them towards being more technical. You know, like I played Mitsuda, right? You probably would be a Mitsuda player in my head, right?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
You know I played Narukami, right?
You did?
Yes.
I guess. I mean, he does everything, so I would strike Mitsuda. I would see you as a Mitsuda player though.
But I did play.
But you did what?
I played Mitsuda on the side.
Yeah, I could see you as her. But what happened is like she's that type. She's like Sin or Jin a little bit. Like you space well and like you use your anti-air. You threaten them with pressure and whatever, right? And you have like good return if you counter hit them. Blah blah blah. But I was so dissatisfied and frustrated. It's like to a lesser extent, Narukami. It was Chie and Shadow Labyrinth that made me the most angry, right? Of how consistently, so this is why I say to a lesser extent Narukami, how consistently these motherfuckers could just do some shit and just knock you down into set play, like hard to block set play. So I used to get upset. I was like, man, what can I do? What can I do? And what ended up happening is like I ended up using the Ice Mirror Bufula as is one of the best setups. The corner Bufula setup is one of the best knockdowns in the game you can get. It's one of the best. It is so goddamn safe. Loops into itself. Does like 3.6k, which is a lot of damage. It's a bad look. You can OS almost every super in the game, every DP in the game. Can't roll, can't burn. Like, you're just cooked if you get knocked down into that. The only character that there's very few characters that could do something about it or had a response to it. All because I was super tight that Chia could run around and mash and knock me down off everything.
Bro, Chia. Because they can sit full screen and just go in awakening anytime. So it's mad quick. You can't even punish it.
Yeah.
So it's like
gotta,
boom, boom.
Gotta be Mitsuru.
And then just meteor.
Mitsuru could punish it.
You
would have played Mitsuru, man. You'd like Mitsuru.
I mean, I did, but you know,
it's like Sin with a whip.
It's a better Sin.
Yeah, somehow.
I mean, you had battle. You had some like broken high-low setups. You know, like we said with the ice.
Yeah.
I
broke my 5A button. I broke my 5A like 3 times while I played Mitsuru.
Bro, I broke my far S.
That's how much I've hit that goddamn button.
I hit that button. I hit far S. Hard with a heart.
I broke my far slash 2 with Millie. Yeah. I broke that like mad times. You hit that button so much.
Funny, man. You know what's funny is I think another reason why, because kids fight feet, so I definitely hit that button a lot.
Yeah.
So constantly broke. Like, it was to the point that like my buttons were breaking in half.
Damn, I didn't know you played Persona on the side though. That's cool.
Well, I played Arena hard. That was actually a hard game that I went hard on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you weren't killer Kizzy yet. Not yet. You were like growing Kizzy.
Yeah, I was growing.
You were being raised.
I was still in the chill.
You're still truly a child.
Yeah, I didn't have a personality.
SoCal, what's SoCal? So yeah, like Breaker Dave Teddy.
You know, I didn't play him a lot.
Yeah, I don't really know how he operates in his area. I don't know how. I guess he has gatherings and stuff. I don't really know. Yeah, like T-Lock Mitsuru.
Yeah, I played him. I played Doppel. I played LPT at one point.
Oh yeah, Yukiko.
I played Stay Free.
Oh yeah, Stay Free. Talk about a name I haven't heard for a while. Stay Free Akihiko, was it? In that?
Nah, it was Aegis.
He played Aegis?
Yeah, I could have sworn. Yeah.
Stay Free. The Bang player, right? The Bang player.
Yeah.
He played Aegis?
I could have sworn he played Aegis. Maybe my memory is going.
I don't know, that's your region. You know better than me, I guess.
Yeah, I think he definitely. You know what's funny? Bro, it was a lot of like, it was East Coast match.
Wait, say that again?
It was East Coast a little bit in Arena. He used to net play a lot, but he was mad good. He used to net play a lot. I think he was the highest ranking. Huh. I used to run into him a rank match, and he was back and forth.
It's
funny, I mean, I didn't know what I was getting, but I did. I tell you what, I know a lot of my win ratio went really high when I understood my DJ. And then I had couples that did like 10K. I was like, all right, I think I learned these games.
Going deep. That sounds more like P4U2 than P4U1.
Oh, that's what I got. The Naruto player, the young one.
Oh, you're talking about Bond?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I liked about P4U specifically was how serious the East Coast West Coast rivalry was in that game. It was pretty harsh. So there's an East Coast. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like you talk about Bond, right? So yeah. Bond was the best West Coast Naruto, but Doomba was the best East Coast Naruto. And like Doomba used to be like, man, okay, I swear to God, if you play Bond in a tournament and lose, you are not my dad anymore. Okay, he didn't say you're not my dad, but he was like, I'll be really upset if you lose to another Naruto. Like, for real. There was a lot of that. Or like there was the like T-Lock and myself. That's another one because he's the best West Coast Mitsuru, and I was the best East Coast Mitsuru. But the thing that used to make him upset was that people would say I was the best Mitsuru, just period. And he's like, no. Okay, doesn't know what he's doing, or like he does all this stuff that's not real. You know, the usual shit that people say about my play, kind of thing.
It's not real.
That like it's not real, or it's whack, or he's not kind of impressive.
You should hear the stuff that people say about my play.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm curious to hear what else they were saying about your play.
Who else? We didn't have an East Coast West Coast Akihiko thing. There was the Breaker Day versus SKD thing that happened. Breaker Day came over here, and there's not a super good Teddy on the East Coast. So what happened was like Nerd Josh played Teddy, but he fell off. Biscuits played Teddy, but he fell off. And I picked up Teddy after Soji came here because I was like, man, like it would be a real problem if we don't have a good Teddy player. So I'll learn Teddy, and I'll try to help everybody with verse Teddy. So Breaker Day came over to the one Winter Brawl tournament, and not that he was talking shit, but he does like the Breaker Day thing, you know, where he's like kind of talking shit, but not really. And on the way up, he beat me. He barely beat Copable. Copable fucked up. I remember that. He barely beat Copable. And this is like the first instance of like an SKD-ism against Breaker Dave. Like SKD fucked him up really bad in I think it was Breaker Dave fucked up SKD in casuals after SKD said before Breaker Dave came that he would fuck up Breaker Dave, but then SKD fucked him in grand finals really bad, and it was pretty heated. It was quite heated. So Breaker Dave took second in that tournament. SKD won. And I think Kobovo came third. I got like 13th or something. Well, I was like, oh, well, whoops. Oh, whoops. you know that type of loss. You're just like, you look at your spread of like tournaments, and you're like, win, third, second, win, 13th, second.
Yeah.
He's like, whoops. Yeah. It happened. Like I lost to Breaker Dave and Kobovo, so I was like, can I get mad about it? Like, not really. But there was a bunch of those. There was so much of that. It was really exciting. And the other cool thing about it was because there was so much East Coast, West Coast, the Bananakin thing was interesting because Midwest was like, look at us, we have a good player. And the other regions was like, no, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. And Bananakin ended up going in the mix. It was interesting. It was an interesting time in the scene.
You miss those times?
What?
I said, do you miss those times?
I mean, each game is its own thing. I mean, right now it's great.
There's no rivalry for Guilty Gear, right?
I guess not in the. I guess there's not like a plot line. I guess. I mean, or Guilty Gear plot lines are not like there's not like a lot of player versus player plot lines, which I find kind of interesting because we had a fucking league this year. Like we outright had a league, but there's no like this person versus this person. There was like KV Daimondo earlier this year, right? Like February. Yeah. There was that thing, but I don't see that as a rivalry. Like it only came up like once, pretty much. There's like recurring matches that keep happening. Like I started thinking, there might be like a list of like 10 player matchups or so that like kind of define US Guilty Gear. You know, like me versus Marlon Pie would be one of them. That happens like a good amount. That happened like many times this year. You versus KV would be like another one. I would have to like really think about who they would be. But there's a few, but no one really looks at them as rivalries per se, which I find kind of interesting. Like, it's like I don't know why that is. I can't say why that is.
What's up, thank you for coming through.
I can't really say why that is. I don't know. You make a good point though.
Yeah, it's like we're like in this limbo where like it happens a lot, but like it doesn't really fancy to what it is. So our next match is LK versus Marlon Bar. Okay, next month. Our next match is LK versus Marlon. All right, grand finals is LK versus Marlon. That's it. It's like nobody. It's like no type of fire behind the match side.
Yeah, it feels like the motivation is people just want to win, but they don't care so much about beating the other person as much right now, you know? Like, if you go back to, like, what I said before about, like, T-Law, for example, we had to play an EVO that year. I'll never get this, because in my head, it's, like, carved in. We had to play at EVO that year, and when I saw the bracket and how it was going to work out, I was like, wow, like, this might be the only time this will ever happen. I've never played casuals against him. I barely talked to him. And we're like, people say he's the best West Coast Mitsuru, they say I'm best East Coast Mitsuru, and the clash is gonna have, like, whoever wins this is setting the other guy to losers, and we will probably never play a fighting game with each other ever again after this moment, right?
And we will become the best.
Yeah, and whoever wins will be seen as the best, like, for sure, 100% for sure. And I don't think I need to say how that set went.
You definitely say that.
I definitely finessed him. I definitely finessed him. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I did. No,
but I was, like, fired up about it. I remember being really, really fired up in a different way than like when I have to play like Marlon or Bears or you or KV. Like, the fire I have is like, I need to get past this guy. Like, I'm aiming for this. I have, like, this thing in mind that I want to do, and if I want to do it, I have to get past this guy. You know, like, I have to be prepared to fight this guy, and I need to be in the right mind to fight this person. But when I had to fight T-Lock, I was like, I'm gonna fuck T-Lock up. He sucks. Like, that was my thought. He fucking sucks. I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna close the book on this, because there should be one. I was ready to go. I was ready to go. There's not really a Guilty Gear player that I would sit down and be like, I want to fuck this guy up like that right now.
Yeah.
Not really. I'm sure someone would want to be like, what about Lost Soul? Not even Lost Soul. Not Lost Soul. Not anyone. Most strong players, I'm just like, I want to get past them. Or, like, I'm aiming for this, so, like, partly because of my mindset changed too over time, but I had that clear, like, I want to fuck T-Lock up so bad. That doesn't exist in Guilty Gear that much, I feel. Or that heavy. What?
I'm assuming you did it, right?
Oh. That set was funny. That set was funny. That set was funny. So I did win that set, but... So, how well do you know P4U1? Do you know that game really well?
Yeah, extremely well.
Do you remember how Mitsuru had the invul on her 2B?
Yeah, her 2B.
Yeah.
Low profiles, right?
No, it was just invincible.
Oh,
it was just invincible for like 3 frames or something. Like 1 to 3, it was invincible. There was actually a point where against Chie, I actually used this against oh wow, of all people, I used it against Marlon Pie the one time he played. Like, it was like at Summer Jam or something. You could do reversal 2B and hit her persona and jump away, and he didn't know what to do about it. And I was just like, out. But over time, people learned how to beat it. It's not real. It's not real. Because it was 3 frames invul, and then 1 frame of nothing. No, it's 3 frames invul, and then I remember, and then a couple of frames of nothing, like startup, and then like on whatever frame it was active, right? So he does it to me on wake up and hits me. And you gotta remember, Mitsuru counter hits like 4K. So he does it on wake up and hits me, and I'm like, what are you fucking doing? I like said it. By the way, I never say anything to people in tournament. It takes a lot. But I was like, what are you fucking doing? So he does that. He wins the round. I just win 4 rounds straight.
Just like that?
Yeah. Because again, all the shit he said was not real, was extremely real. And he was not ready for any of it.
And then I'm assuming what he did was fake.
What he did was very much not... It was... I'm not going to say not legitimate. Maybe Old OK would say it was not legit, but it was way too fucking risky. It was extremely risky for nothing, and he goes for it like a lot. Like, that's just like a thing he does. The way we played Mitsuru mirrors are different, or was different. So he wanted to like do a lot of hard calls, and I'm the type who, you know me too. We play fighting games together too, right? So you know, like, I'm the type to kind of just reduce, like, just keep things safely weighted in my favor. So for a character like Mitsuru, it's like that. What that ends up being is like my spacing is very safe. My return is consistent. I'm not gambling as much as he is. And in a game like that, where you take a lot of damage, there's only one thing. There's only one thing that's gonna happen, pretty much. And I was good at that fucking mirror too. I'm really good. I'll play anyone in Mitsuru mirror right fucking now.
So are you telling me that was a mirror that you actually good at?
I think I get good at mirror. It just takes me a while to learn how to play mirror. As opposed to other matchups, you know? If you think about Evo, that's a year after the game came out.
Right.
The first time I had to play Mitsuru Mirror in tournament, I got blown up. I lost to the guy. It was, Saiken. Saiken fucked me up. And then SKD turned around and fucked him so bad, and I was like, man, I'm fucking whack, aren't I? Like, I gotta fix this. This has to be fixed. And I was like, yeah, I gotta... Even then, I was like, wow, so I didn't learn anything from Lychee mirrors, because I used to do really bad in Lychee mirrors too. I got blown back really bad and got third. So the top three was like SKD Narukami, Saiken Mitsuru, and then LK Mitsuru. I was like, oh, I gotta fix this. Like that's I'm not happy. I gotta fix this. So pretty much what you were saying way at the start. Like I gotta fix this. I'm fucking angry.
Yeah. You got that. It's that awakening rage.
Yeah. So I still get that. I get that for sure. Still, it's just like there's not really anyone who I'm like who I got eyes for. Who I gotta be like, this guy always must 100% lose to me like all the time. I don't really have that. Instead, it's just like,
I actually have that.
For who? Oh shit! You can't say that. Who will you sit next to and be like, I want to fuck this guy up so fucking bad?
Do I really have to say?
Yes, you say. Oh, you don't have to say. You don't have to say it. It's up to you.
Do you want to say it?
No. Okay, listen. It's this is your choice. Okay. I will say you brought it up, so you can just leave it on the table and say nothing, or you can say it.
Alright, so I'm gonna be real, right? So there's a person in Guilty Gear that I use to lose to. And the reason why I refuse to lose to is because I don't have no ill will to the person, but I definitely think his playstyle mad fraudulent. And I guess the reason why I don't want to lose to it, because when I was learning the games, I was losing to it all the time. And you know, I didn't really get help. I kind of got like what am I supposed to do here? Oh, just hit this. And you, okay. And then everything's supposed to be all right. That's how I was like. That was the advice I was getting. Very lackluster. And then I realized that when I got good at the game, this individual was not as good as I thought he was.
Okay. This build-up is ridiculous, by the way.
So, long story short, as my realized, man, this person is just not that great. And it makes me mad because, the mindset, I'm playing somebody, I'm learning, I expect that person to skill learning process, getting better, whatnot. That's not like, you don't expect somebody to like stay in like one like stage and just never continue. And I find it like it just made me angry. And I was just like, I can't believe still playing the same way. For like 3 years. So I refuse to not ever lose. And if I lose this person, it's either a couple of things. It's either one, I'm actually having the worst day of my life. Two, he actually finally figured out how to beat NB.
Who is it? This build-up is ridiculous.
It's a good build-up, right?
This is a crazy build-up.
Godlike?
This is a crazy build-up.
It's a beautiful build.
Oh shit! It's the beautiful dude. Never, ever, ever.
I can't.
Never, ever, ever.
I mean, if I lose, I mean, whatever, it's tournament, right? But I can't.
But I mean, you sit next to him and you have that fire. You have that fire.
I definitely have that fire.
Like, no, fuck no.
I definitely have that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have that.
I see you. I see you. I don't think it's a not. You know, I saw this in the chat. Someone was like, yeah, you know, people are all buddy in esports now. I don't know if it's just like, I don't know if it's all that. I don't know. I don't know why. Like, I would say the Persona scene is softer than the Guilty Gear scene per se, but it just happened that East Coast West Coast rivalry was just so fucking fierce. It was really, really fierce in that game. Maybe it's because it was a new game. Maybe like in DBZ, like East Coast West Coast will be fucking insane. But Guilty Gear is an old game.
Yeah, it is old.
It is an old game. So people's goals in Guilty Gear might just be different than like in a new game when everyone's racing to be the best really quick, to be like the first one out the gates. And even if you're talking about Exer's been out for a couple years now.
Right.
You know? Now I'll say the Persona East Coast West Coast rivalry definitely tamed. It got tamed in like Ultimax. It wasn't so much about East Coast West Coast in Ultimax. Not like P4U1.
What was it?
What's that?
I said, what was it like really about in Ultimax? I don't
Ultimax. Ultimax has some good plot lines in America for sure. There's definitely some good ones. And some good stuff happened. There is, of course, Grover's rise to power. Grover finally started to win majors in... Like, he did win at least one major in P4U1, but he had the so unfortunate thing of he won a major after everyone stopped playing. So, like, there was like a last NEC for it, and like everyone entered, but like no one really was playing that hard, so people like OS'd even though he won it. So the fact that he won after that, when people were playing P4U2, kind of like legitimized him. There's that. So there's that. There's of course Benetica and Shadow Labris again, especially because he beat Soji. There's that. There's Tectal kind of rose up too a little bit in that game. Like Reset is good in that version, and the other good thing he had going for him, besides him leveling up, him picking Reset, and not that Reset is top tier, but Reset is good against a lot of popular characters in America, like for example, or not even popular. I said that wrong, but like characters you would run characters you would run into in a US tournament. Reset is good against a bunch of them. Like, for example, one of the things you would talk about in US Ultimax is Margaret, like my Margaret, right? Reset beats Margaret in the console version. She loses in 2.0, the arcade version, but she beats her in the console version. So when I run into Tectal, it's a really fucking hard set. If I run into any Reset, it's a really, really hard set. Because it's a hard match, and Tecto specifically plays it really well. Like, it's tough. Like, I remember, like, not only did I like really try to study that matchup to make sure I would try to do better against him, but I also spent like a bunch of time trying to come up with as much new tech as possible, because I thought my offense, like the type of offense I did with Margaret, was not enough. Because once he got me blocking, I couldn't get out. I just had to sit there while he just did stagger pressure for like 10 seconds. So it actually pushed me a lot. Like, playing him pushed me a lot. Pushed Margaret forward a ton. Is there any other big things from that game in the US? The game was smaller than the original. Yeah.
I think Arena
was popping. Arena was crazy when that game came out. Ultimax was a little less pronounced. A little less pronounced. But it was still good, still fun. Still fun game. I miss Margaret. I would hug her.
Margaret was a character.
That's like one thing about Margaret was like, because normally, we play Arc 6 games, right? So usually we get the game second. We don't get it first. So usually what ends up happening is what? Like, we watch somebody or something, we watch some JP player or something, we catch up, and then, like, after, because, like, the character's so developed, like, after we come up with some things that, you know, right?
Right.
But with Margaret, because she came out on console, because she was DLC, and I played her from day one, I was like, wow, like, I get to make a character pretty much. Like, I get to start from day one with a character that has not been touched by anybody, and just go and see what happens. Like, it was really interesting. That shows, that's the first time I did that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like a standard character too, you know. Like, it's not like they made a DLC version of Jin or something. I don't know. I'm being stupid, but it's not like they made like someone who's like straightforward as a DLC character, like Adachi.
Yeah,
right? Adachi's pretty straightforward, you know. Like Margaret is fucking weird and has a lot of weird shit and like a lot of weird rules and stuff. Like it's really like the type of thing I find fun in a fighting game. So it was good.
Man, that Margaret, all the parts she had, everybody was. I think it was like week one. It was like, you know, how do you like?
Oh, people were calling her broken when she came out. People were calling her really broken, even though no, it's just like it was weird. She was just weird character, but really fucking cool character. You probably won't see a character like her in Arc 16. If not ever again, for a long time at least. That's definitely an original character design in my head.
Those were good times.
Yeah, I mean, Guilty Gear is good. I thought the league, from what we were talking about before, I thought Burst League was good to at least get everyone playing each other a lot in tournaments. I thought that was the best part about it.
Yeah, because everybody was. I think that's the best part of the whole Burst League.
Yeah.
They brought like everybody together.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the big get together
Combo Breaker, CEO.
I think Combo Breaker. I think that one had like 300.
300 something. That was the biggest one.
Yeah, that was man.
That was ridiculous. Yeah, even they were surprised. They were like, "Wow, so many goddamn people entered this tournament."
Yeah. And then the tournament was actually.
It was sick. I'm not gonna lie though, I was pretty fucking sad. Like that was early Rev 2, so I was just like sad. I was like, if this was Rev 1, I would have gotten farther. Blah blah blah. I was pretty tight, but the tournament itself was still really sick.
Yeah, I actually like how it was going. I like how we had the little. And that was when like I had to fight Dogra first round top 8 lose, and I lost.
Oh.
Not happy about that.
Yeah, man. Wow, we almost did 3 hours. I feel like it's like a Joe Rogan podcast. We almost did 3 hours. It's pretty much 3 hours.
That's pretty good, right?
Boom. Boom. Do you wanna? What do you want to do? How do you want to do this? Do you wanna take some chat questions? Kizzy's gonna be here every week. Kizzy's gonna be here every week though. So I don't know.
Every Monday.
Every Monday. So it's gonna be me. It's gonna be Kizzy and I. And what it is going to be is we're gonna have a third person. The third person will be the guest. But we should practice with Kizzy. You want to take some chat questions, Kizzy? I ignored the chat like pretty much the whole time. It's kind of rare for me. You want some? Is Kizzy open AMA? I'm gonna tweet it too.
Okay. Get these questions going.
Screen management. Get these questions going. Do I want to do no, not yet. You have the stream chat open? It will definitely help the stream chat.
The fame ass. Am I gonna see his Goku? Anyway, of course I'm. Are you gonna see my trunks? That's the real one.
About that young Kizzy anime. What did he say? Oh, you're gonna see my Goku in January. Oh. Fame playing Goku is the most normal thing. It's the most normal thing I've ever seen him do. Yeah.
And then Goku.
And Goku.
You know what's funny? You know he was, real talk. He was one of the weak one Ryu's too in Marvel Infinite. He played Ryu Dormammu.
Ryu Dormammu, what?
I told him, yo, good game, but you're gonna have to drop that character. I just want to get it back into traveling after. That's a really good question. So, my perspective will be, see what event that you feel like is that benefits you, and work your way around that. See if you can bring some friends with you that can go, so you can make it even more better than going by yourself. Talk to people, see what's going on. If you're looking for the competition, check if everybody's going, compete. It's pretty interesting question you ask, But I guess the thing is you could try to do is tell your brain, like, yo, I want to do this, book that flight, and once you book the flight, you can't really turn back.
Unless you miss the flight.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I'm not the right person to ask that question because I'm so the opposite of everything that Kizzy said. Like, I travel by myself almost all the time, which I think is good in its own way. I think when you're at a tournament and playing the tournament, it's awesome if your friends came. But as far as being at the tournament, it's interesting to go by yourself because if you don't talk to people, it forces you to talk to people and meet people pretty much when you go by yourself. So you have that on the other hand, which is cool. So if you're, I don't know, all I would say is there's no way to go back into it besides just going, right? Like just go. Just go. If your friends want to go, cool. If you want to go by yourself, cool. So I don't know, that's it.
Yep. Next question is, any tips for someone who wants to learn?
That's you. That's you.
It's pretty simple. It's so one thing is very important playing Sin is practicing managing food calories. You don't want to have a bad habit of running low and getting put in a lot of bad situations. Understand how your normals work, setting those ranges, the strength of them. Try not to be very linear in your block strings, frame traps, and be very, very aware of what your opponent's doing, so you can capitalize and maximize the damage for everything. That Sin does a lot of damage. If you firm correctly and wait. That's all I can really say for that. Do you think it's important to have training partners or long sets?
How do you feel about that?
I definitely feel like you do. And the only reason why I say that, because the reason why you want to have a training partner or somebody that you can play long sets a lot, because you want to feel like you can't do anything. That mentality where you play somebody and that person you up so bad where you can't even play the game, right? And you're just how am I supposed to win? Or what am I supposed to do? Right? And then you have to make this choice where whether one, you figure out the problem in front of you, or two, you quit. So when you have only those two, I feel like you only can one or the other. So if you're a real competitor, you definitely choose to figure out the solution. And then that person is going to push you hard and never put you in that mindset where you can't ever figure out anything. So having a training partner is very important.
Okay, this is another thing where Kizzy and I are kind of different. I have I guess amongst most fighting game players, the way I practice, I guess you're in the stream, I guess, so people know. The way I practice fighting games is different than most people. When you're starting, you definitely want, a training partner, or at least somebody who could either, beat you up, or is, close to your level that you can play with for a long time. Once you reach, a certain point, just for the sake of maximizing your time, I think it's a good idea to really define what you're trying to practice. So for example, if I want to, let's say there's a matchup I don't know. Like let's say I don't really know Answer that well, for example. So if I want to learn to Answer, how to fight Answer better, I would ask an Answer player to play like an FD10 or something. FD10 is a pretty long set. Most people would want to play longer. A lot of people will just play for a long time, sometimes. But FD10 is long enough that you can get a maximum of 19 games plus your salty +1, right? So maybe like 20 games.
Plus 2.
And +2, +2, +3, +X. But it's long enough that you can get a good chunk of games, a significant chunk of games with a lot of adaptation and stuff. And it's short enough that you can actually watch the whole fucking thing. Like go back, like please record that and then go back and watch it and get stuff to work on. I'm very much about like optimizing my time and really quickly addressing problems that I have before like digging deep. Because if you find answers to stuff and they find answers back quickly, then you reach the player versus player very quickly.
Right.
And that's what I want to do. It's like a tournament improvement. It's a tournament/improvement angle.
Right.
Kind of thing. That's why you find me playing like for example, it's a mixed bag amongst good players, but like I know this is a tangent, but like let's say a quote unquote stronger player might not like playing a quote unquote weaker player, but I would still play like a 1st to 5 against someone who's quote unquote weak because first of all it's good for them because they get experience against a good player, like a really good player. And it's good for me because I get the replays. I get to try new stuff. That like I have lists of like I want to do this against this against this blah blah blah. So I get to try to implement stuff and I get to replays, and the other guy gets to play someone who's strong. So it's like a 1-to-1 kind of thing. You can build your practice based on what you're trying to do and goals. So basically, what I'm saying is, after a certain point in your growth, you don't necessarily need a specific training partner. In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I should have been a little bit more specific on that.
Yeah.
But I definitely think like if you're trying to push, when you're trying to push to that limit, I definitely feel like you need somebody that could like force it out of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like when you're like really getting up there and like competing for the W, it's just like it's kind of assumed, I guess. Like there's gonna be other people trying to win too. So in my head, that's what's pushing me. Pretty much. Like there are other people trying to win also. So it's that thought and that existence of those people that push me. It's not like one person that does it. It's like everybody else who's trying to win is what's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a training partner at one point, and then I think now I'm just kind of like I just play a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I will admit that training partner definitely helped me out a lot, and you know it brought me to the point. You know, but I guess we go to the next question. I think it was pretty good perspective from 2 players. Really
yeah, it's 2 different ones because it's a lot about like how you do something because people do it differently.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not like regardless of what path you take. It's just a matter of just being like achieving the goals that you set for yourself.
Exactly.
Make sure the goals.
Do you want to do like 2 more?
Want to do 2 more? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna ask Princess Slim, how do I get sponsored because I'm broke, but I'm really trying to.
You're Slim. You're asking the wrong person, dude.
Yeah,
that's the wrong person.
yeah.
I pay. You know, man. I pay for fucking mostly everything.
Yeah.
I'm out here. No subs. No donating. I got 0 donations this whole fucking stream. You serious?
Yeah.
We're out here working. The best sponsor I got is my job.
Yeah, we out here eating chips. We out here eating chips for dinner, dude.
Nah, not me. I'm about to do that cooking of LK stream next week, like on Sunday or something. I'm gonna cook a bunch of food for lunch, like all week.
Yep.
Is that it? I don't think anyone.
Is that it? I don't think nobody want to ask anything else.
No.
Man, that's
no.
crazy.
Oh,
Not
Venom.
even one?
Venom. I'm thinking about playing Venom. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I definitely want to play Venom. I think you know what's funny. Speaking of Venom, I'm actually glad I was able to grab that.
Oh, was you talking about Venom in Guilty Gear or Venom in Marvel? I was talking about Venom in Marvel.
Oh.
I was not talking about Venom in Guilty Gear. I didn't realize they both had Venoms. I was thinking, yeah, like I might try. Well, whoop.
Okay, so for Guilty Gear, I definitely wanted to try Venom, but I also wanted to jump on. And I actually think Venom is like top 7 in this current patch right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he's top 7. I think he's slept on. White hard.
Wow. That's a controversial opinion for sure.
Yeah, I definitely.
Why? Wait. Why is top 7 the new hotness? Why do people saying their character is top 7? When did it start? Because you're not the first person I've heard refer to their character as top 7, and I don't know what I fucking missed. What memo or meeting I'm not a part of where we agree that top 7 is the defining group or whatever.
So the reason why I'm saying top 7 because we already cleared. Like I feel like the top 7 characters in Guilty Gear right now. I feel like the 3 characters can be switched from 7, 6, to 5. I think those 3 characters.
So who are those characters? Who are those characters?
I think it's Venom. I think it's Jam.
Jam.
And I think it's Faust.
Oh, so you're saying you're saying the first 4 are locked, like do you know for sure it will never change, and then the next 3, so Faust, Jam, and Venom, you would say are the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the 4 would be what? Chip,
Johnny,
Sin,
Kai.
Oh, and then Faust, Jam, Venom.
Yep.
Oh, Faust. I could give you. Jam is that's a big question mark. Jam is a big question mark.
Do you really? Do you see what she can do? Like corner carry wise, even off RC, she does massive damage off super. I feel like that's character. I feel what character really could tame her in this match. She has very, very extreme fast normal. She has very high damage. Corner carry, parry system, 3-frame normal, a lot of staggering. She has a lot of stuff that it's very, very, very good in tournament. I feel like she is a great tournament.
I will agree. She's definitely a great tournament character.
I think she is.
No,
go ahead. I think she's top 3 best tournament.
I don't know if you've I don't know if someone else made a good point. Where's Raven?
What happened?
Where's Raven?
I should probably say. So personally, if I would put my top 5, right?
Okay.
So I put a general top 5 up, right? But I think my top 5 in this game, personally, I think Chip, Raven, Kai, Johnny, and Venom.
Venom.
Yes.
Venom top 5.
I think my tail. I think Venom is top 5.
So Venom over Sin.
Venom over Sin free.
Wow, that is the controversial opinion of the day. That's crazy.
That's my opinion.
That's crazy.
But like I said, you can also replace Venom with Sin. You can replace Sin with
Jam or Faust.
Jam, or even Elfo. I just feel like I personally think it's the top 5. I just think it's literally a top 3. And I think the top 3 is literally Raven, Chip, and Kai. And I think everybody else.
Kai, no Johnny.
I think Kai is better than Johnny.
Wow.
Overall. overall.
So here's the thing I've been thinking about recently. So 'cause you kind of brought this up a little bit. So I just made a tier list that I posted with weak, strong, and then honest bullshit. So 2 axes, whatever. Now I remember just before I made that, I remember talking with somebody about Tekken and how was it JDCR? It might have been JDCR made 2 Tekken tier lists. One for tournaments, specifically for tournaments, and then one for death matches, which is, as it was defined to me, it was when you play someone in the arcade until you lower their rank. So the assumption is it's a very long set against a character.
Right.
And there are examples of characters in Tekken where it was neat. Okay, thank you. I don't know Tekken very well, but I'm half talking out my ass, but I remember this conversation. I wasn't that drunk. So there were a couple of examples of a character that's really high, top tier in tournaments, but almost like A- or so in long sets. And I got to thinking because this conversation in Guilty Gear has happened where I've talked about it on the stream before too, where for example I said Potemkin is usually rated pretty poorly on tier lists, right? But I think he's a good tournament character.
I think he's a good.
Yeah. So it would be interesting to see how that tier list would look like. Not like a good for tournaments tier list would look bit different, I think.
Well, my whole thought process is the reason why I have the characters the way I am right there is I just feel like when you put Chip on the screen, Chip can play any role. He can play tournament role, single M role, 1 game role, long set role. I think that character is just no matter what, you eventually you have to you're gonna get hit by Chip, right? Raven is the same thing. I feel like Raven just plays every role correctly. He can play neutral, he can play set play, he can play derpy, he can do whatever he wants. And I feel like Kai is one of the characters that you cannot avoid his Oki. No matter what you
Is it Kai's Oki?
Yeah, Kai's Oki game. You literally can't do nothing. You have to sit there, you have to take it. And it puts you in a situation where you have to pick and choose certain options. I think the dog, he don't like what I said. I'm sorry. but anyway, so I feel like Kai is in a scenario where, like I said, you can't really avoid him, right? So once he does 2D splitsio in a perfect range, you have to take the charge percentage, right? You have to take it. There's no maybe I could blitz here and get out. You have to take it. Because if you blitz, you're only gonna block anyway. So there's no point of blitzing, right? Unless he does regular charge.
Yeah.
But I feel little stuff like that is really, really good in tournament, really good at single elim, because once you get that initial hit, it's good for you. You're able to come close and do whatever you want. That's why I rate him extremely. And the reason why I rate him over Johnny, because although Johnny is overall a better tournament character than him, but we could also put Johnny next to a couple of other characters, and he will struggle, very hard. It's just very hard. I feel so if you put Venom in front of Johnny, and Johnny has to sit there and he has to get a level. Right? And then even when he gets a level that in certain ranges that level 2 don't even work, right? So now he has to force to get level 3. Now he's burning resources to kind of force his way in. Meanwhile, Venom is chipping you out. You have to get around his obstacles. You have to, it's pretty much like a reading. You got to understand it. You got to use life, your life bar as a way to get in. So Yeah, but you may not even get that chance. It's
I see.
You know, it's fighting it. It's fighting it. You know what I mean? Something. You may not be right here. You may be right there. But that's the reason why I rated over Johnny, because of like overall. Now, if we're gonna like name like tournament stuff like that, like strictly tournament, then the tier list will be different. We're gonna name it just like single limb. The tier list is different. It's always
single limb. I think is not such a big discussion anymore. Like U.S. literally never does it, and like Japan, they do it, but like most of the big, like what's the two biggest events? Probably like KSB. We're talking about especially Guilty Gear. It's probably KSB and like Arc Revo. So you have one single limb tournament and one double limb tournament. So I don't think it's as big of a discussion as much as tournament in general. Like tournament in general, you know.
But you can see, you can see of like characters. Arc Rebel.
Right.
You know, like there was no Johnny. There were just Slayers, Leo. There was Zato that everybody said it sucks now. Eno that everybody said Eno sucks.
Whoever says Eno sucks is full of shit. If you say Eno sucks with a straight face, you don't know what you're talking about. Eno is good in this game. Eno is good.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
I know. That shit gets me tight.
Yeah, it gets me tight. So I hear hearing that, and then you see that, like I just feel like the reason why I stated my tip like that is because of like overall. You know what I see. Overall.
I thought it was kind of a point you brought up that struck me a little bit was how you were talking about like characters have roles, right? For example.
Yeah.
Which struck me as, I get what you mean, but struck me as odd too, because like there are examples like think about when Milia is strong, for example, right? Milia is good at a bunch of stuff, but she pretty much only wins one way. Like she wins because of set play. Like that's it. So it's not something I usually don't consider like a character being able to do multiple things well to their strength, because there are examples of weaker characters that could do multiple things. But it strikes me as an interesting point because it makes a lot of sense for Rev 2 specifically. Yeah.
It's funny because once you take like Milia like objective away from her, and you know most characters can do it because you know now that her pinless is like not that strong anymore. It's very easy to kind of like take her objective away. Now
I actually think she's. I guess this is the hot. I'm not gonna say top 7. I don't know why that's the number. I do think she's like a top 10 character overall right now. But in tournaments, there's no way she's like bottom half in tournaments. She's a rough tournament character right now.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like there's a couple of characters very rough that I feel like that is like really strong too. I really feel like Venom is a really really great tournament character.
Oh yeah,
like
May of course. Jam yes.
Like Jam.
Leo of course.
Like Leo. You know what I mean? Like
Potemkin, Kai. Johnny. I would say Johnny. Of course.
I wanted to say Johnny, but I also wanted to say like a couple of characters before Johnny. But I feel like there's a couple of characters really good, like in front of Johnny. That like Heyu. I feel like Heyu.
Oh, Kuma's amazing. Kuma's amazing with tournaments. Kuma's amazing.
The main character. I feel like Faust is a good tournament character. And then I would say Johnny. And now.
Yeah.
I feel like in this patch, Faust is a good tournament character.
Yes.
Only in this patch.
Yes. Weaker Sin, weaker Johnny, Faust buffs, weaker Elfelds, because that was a pain-ass matchup. Weaker Milia, that was a pain-ass matchup. A lot of his pain matchups are worse.
Only thing you have to deal with is Chip. That's it.
Yep.
But he can one-chance Chip. So
yes, because he does damage.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So that's okay.
Yes.
So that's why
I think Faust is quite good in this version. Also.
Yeah. Only in this version I would say he's that good.
Yeah.
So that's
last time I thought he was top tier. Last time I thought he was top tier or close was probably Sign 1.0.
Yeah, 1.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the only reason, like I said, the only reason I rate him high in this because some like stuff that he got now.
Yeah.
So, like stuff that he got now, and then everybody got toned down. He's definitely like
benefits him. Benefits him a lot. For sure. Damn, that was good. That wasn't. I don't know where that came from. That was pretty good though.
That was pretty good.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna mute you. I'll wrap this up. It was fucking good. Everyone say bye to Kizzy. I'll be on for. I mean, he'll be here. Week? Yeah, he will be here next week. Here's a picture of Snoop Dogg. Oh wait, you can't see his picture. Whoops. Whoops. But yeah, let me. I guess I'll do like this. I will do this. This. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Woo, man, that was good. That was 3 hours. That was a little over 3 hours. That was OD. That was mad fun. That was mad fun. I don't know how y'all felt. That was mad fun. That was mad fun. So Kizzy, like I said, Kizzy's gonna be here every week. Kizzy will be here every week. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get people on. We're gonna have a third person, so it'll be like a little round table. That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun though, right? Learn a little bit more about Kizzy. I learned some stuff about Kizzy. I learned some stuff about Kizzy that I didn't fucking know about Kizzy. That was some shit, man. Another thing, I will upload this. I will upload this to YouTube. Treat it like a podcast, I guess. I wasn't even thinking about it, but we did like a Joe Rogan shit like just now. That was like 3 hours 15 minutes. That was a lot of talking. Who is next week? I'll let you know on Wednesday. I'll tweet who will come on next week. Mad fun though. Mad fun. I enjoyed that. I will say the next guest will be cool. I have guests in mind. I just don't know who will be next week. I have a couple of options in my head of who will be next week. No matter what though, it'll be someone that you know who is cool, who we could talk to for like fucking 3.5 hours. So yeah. Hotashi, you say host you? Y'all wanna watch Hotashi? I'm about to dip. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know, by the way, if you want to tweet, DM, whatever, any criticisms. I'm open to whatever. It's the first time I did do this once technically. I did this once with Sonic Fox like a year and a half ago. I'm just saying, not totally viewer critique, but if you want to blow me up, just let me know. Maybe someone will say something good. You know, that's why I'm open to it. But anyway, Hotashi, I'm gonna host you, so you better be ready. I will be live tomorrow. I'm gonna play Marvel tomorrow, so I will be live tomorrow. Back to games. But Monday, I'm gonna stay in this lane for a little bit. That was kind of fun. But anyway, we out. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the subs. It'll be me. It'll be Kizzy, myself, and a third person next week. I'll tweet on like Wednesday who it's gonna be. Cool. Peace out. Thanks for watching.